Must be something heaven sends. Payback for the love I spent. Oh my, this time I'ma keep it gonna stay fucked up, feels so good. High oh my, the sky underneath my feet, it never looked so good. Oh my, that's right, I'ma keep it up, stay fucked up, that's my mood. Oh my euphoria.
I knew I forgot something. I knew I forgot to plug in my mic. How you boys all doing? Welcome back, yo. This is the last week for Collector's Bounty stuff, so get it while it is hot. Get it while it is available, because all these mounts are going to be going away. Jasper, don't worry about Living Core, man. You know what? There's always a second chance. It's called Legion Remix. Promise you. The way that Legion Remix is going to work, if it's anything like Mr. Pandara Remix, is during the event, you'll have some sort of a currency to farm. And you can get the currency from literally everything. Questing, achievements, completion of zones, completion of storylines, dungeons, or raids. Get a lot of it. Like a ridiculous amount. Like from everything you do. And then you can trade that currency directly in Mr. Pandara Remix for all the rare boss drop mounts, transmog pieces, like whole sets, certain rare items. So like, think Garrosh's shoulders. Those you also needed to get Tusks of Manaroth by defeating Garrosh himself to collect enough fragments. So once you have 20 fragments plus a bit of bronze, that you can buy those. So you'll be able to purchase it directly if they're going to be doing exactly like Mr. Pandara did, which hopefully they do it with a will, because that system worked really well. So even if you don't get it, there's always a second chance. So honestly, I would put every other mount ahead of the Legion ones, and then do the Legion ones after you've done like all your other runs. You know what I mean? That's what I would at least personally recommend if you're like really scrapping for time. Last bout, it's over. Nice. That's not bad. 31 attempts is not bad at all. Holy dude, I still got a number of mounts I need to get as well, so we're gonna do our runs with those. And then once I cap out on my instances, I'll probably just do PTR. I think it'll be a good thing to just change up the scenery a little bit, because I have been wanting to hop on PTR. I don't know if we're getting a new build on PTR. Hell, servers might not even be up. If they are trying to get a new build today, then servers may not even be available. But I still do want to jump into that. Also, I need to fix this, dude. I need to fix this right here. Is that something I could do on my end? Hold on, let me look into it, just so I can get it done, because it's going to bother me otherwise. I don't think it's a chroma key thing, is it? It is probably a, is it a white balance thing? I know that I'm changed that up recently. Backlight, is that what that is? I don't think so. White balance doesn't, I mean, you can help it a little bit, but it doesn't really do enough. Is it like exposure, pan, tilt, focus? I don't think it's any of those. Low light compensation. I mean, that, oh, okay, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't want to do that. So it might just be lights. It might be this light then right here. So that's something I might need to work on. Or if I were to move the light a little bit, because or is it a shadow that it's doing it off of? Oh, it might be a shadow. Because look, if I move might be a shadow being cast, potentially. So then it's this. So maybe if I just like up the intensity of both lights by 1, that might do it. It might solve it. Hold on, I actually want to kind of see if I could try it. Because the light intensity is also just hits me right in the eyes. And then I literally feel like I'm blind. What's up, Dal? What's up, Jake? How you doing, my guy? You know what? Can you even notice it when I go like full screen? Zoom in? You could sort of kind of see it, actually. Yeah, let me go and up the intensity of the lights a little. I really do need... You know what I need? I need like a LED lights to go on the floor. And then have them like shine up at the actual green screen. Because look at this. Because look, if I'm just chilling here, you see like there's a little bit of shadows or whatever. But as soon as I take my phone, take like the flash, you know, just literally light on my phone, and I literally light up the green, it goes away. It immediately goes away. So if I have another set of lights just to hit the green screen, so it's a consistent green, that would do it. But yeah, so this, God, bright. I might need to see if I can look for some sort of a LED light that goes on the floor. Because I do have an outlet right next to the bed, so that'll be pretty easy to plug it up. I'll need to see if there's like any floor lights. I don't know what they're called, like floodlights or whatever they're called. There's usually a specific name for any of these lights. Like the ones that I have are ring lights, because they are kind of like a ring, except one folds. And apparently they're supposed to be like beauty lights for like, I guess if you replace like a phone cam or something, but they also work really well when it comes to just lighting the green screen in the back. And they're pretty easy to set up because all of them are in stands. Yeah, so that will be another solution. I just need like a floor light or something that can look up and then light up the green screen in the back super nicely. If I can do that, that'd be ideal, golden. That, or if I could just move this over a little closer or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Let me get the music going. Jake, how did that leveling go? Was it that bad? Was it like a pain at the end of it, my man? Or was it like not terrible by the end of it? Because it did end up trying to fix the leveling a little. Also, chat, do you see they got it was really fast? Awesome. Did you see they got 11.2.5 internal build? They don't have anything on it, not yet at least, but apparently they do have an internal build, so that is super exciting. That is genuinely exciting. Something like that. Well, did they say there was last season? They didn't say anything on it, but I assume no season 4, which is okay, since past few season 4s have been a holdover season. Probably Legion remix in place of that. Would love a real season 4 in the future though. Yeah, maybe it's actually a lot more interactive on Twitter. It's kind of crazy. A lot of it have been like stemmed from me posting about the mage shower thing, which wasn't even me like posting my take on the mage shower. It was just like, hey, it looks like they're not bringing the mage shower weapons back, which upset a lot of people. And I was like, bro, I'm just the messenger. I have an opinion of my own, but I'm just the messenger. But yeah, looks like PTR. Well, 11.17. Look, okay. 11.17 PTR is getting an update. This means they're probably setting 11.2.5 to like release as soon as 11.2 comes out, or maybe next week. Promise you, they're probably getting that ready to go, which means Legion remix news very soon, which I'm still excited about. Let me do this. I still got 80% of Dreadways to do on 19. Do you need to complete the rest of Dreadways? Is there a reason for it? I know that a mop remix, it was like, it was worth it because you could get the achievements for the storyline. You get a bulk of bronze. That's about all. I guess unless you won the rep in Pandaria, right? Honestly, the worst part about Pandaria at the beginning is that rep grind, dude. That was the worst. That was absolutely awful. I did not enjoy any of that. Yeah, 34 gold per quest, shitload of rep, very nice. I don't know, dude. They should have just removed the rep requirements. I know it was big part of Pandaria, but it's like, dude, do we need to have annoying mechanics as part of an expansion? Do we need to keep those? It would be Pandaria without it. Yeah, it'd be better. That's the answer. It'd be better. You only have to get honored now. I'm already honored with Shadow PM, just questing. So basically, you just gotta keep doing the zone until you get honored, and then you can just stop. That's not bad. No dailies done nearly. Oh yeah, Golden Lotus, August Celestials. Yeah, that was the worst part about the fact that you need a rep in with all these factions in Pandaria. Like, that's what the beginning of Pandaria just felt so slow and sluggish. Chat, I got ourselves a beautiful, beautiful character making a return, Dal Shammy. You know why? Dal Shammy, actually, when I looked at some of the screenshots that I have of like mounts that I've gotten, this character was the character that got 3 mounts in a day. Like really rare ones too. 3 mounts in a day. So I'm gonna hop on this character in hopes that we get some mounts tonight. We're gonna try, boys. We're gonna grind them out. We are in Legion. I might as well log off, get ready and just fly in there. Since we have all the lockouts ready. So we're gonna do a quick like mythic run, heroic run, normal run of Nighthold, and then probably do that with a Tomb of Sargeras. Oh yeah, getting in here has always been a little weird. This is it. You can go through this building, go left, down the portal, across here, rush out. Oh, the shamans that drop the most mounts for me. Yeah, for some reason for me it also is the shaman. I don't know why. I don't know why my shaman gotten this lucky. Sorry, I'm laughing at that guy. But he used eventual treat in order to, he was trying to spin around to use it to move forward, but then he did what I usually do, and I spin around too fast and I press the button too early. So I'm laughing at him. I know it's mean, I know it's rude. I don't care, it's funny. Everybody's done it. As our gain is really high. Oh, the what is it? Combat meditation? What is that? Wait, what is that supposed to? Combat meditation. Boon of the Ascendant, increase your mastery. For 30 seconds, occasionally spell sorrow from memory. Oh, he's talking about Shadowlands. That's what it is. Okay, I thought it was supposed to be something with Shadowlands. I was confused why, but that's because he was doing like Shadowlands old raids or whatever. I'm gonna try to solo Obsidian Sector 25 man so I can see if we're a rare special mount. Wait. You mean like in MOP? You gonna go solo in a MOP? I'm gonna go for it. Imagine if they added this buff to Mr. Pandaria. How interesting would that have been? Actually would have been really interesting. Wait, I don't even have enough damage to like one-shot these guys with Flame Shock. That's where this character is. Oh, I don't think how have I not had this hat before in my mogs? Well, no, I haven't. I've been having so many gray items that I found from mogs and stuff, man. Can I mount out here? Because I have a lot of mail and I need to just take all the items that I've been earning from raids and sell them. I can. Yes, I can. Since our RP is happening, I might as well do that, right, chat? This is like the best time to do it. Honestly. Because otherwise it feels like I'm wasting my time just sitting there listening to her yap around. There's the only rare amounts I've seen when questing. That is really cool. Yeah, so Zillion is on another level. Wasn't it like, I think we had this discussion already, but wasn't it like a little bit more usable or easier to obtain now in Classic compared to Retail? Because in Retail it's like gone. Question, what mount do I want to run for my flying mount? I've gotten a lot of mounts over my past time. I don't know which one you want to use for flying mount. I know that I have my Zillion Panther as my main ground mount. What was the one that I earned recently as a flying mount? Besides, like... I'm just gonna fly Mimran's head. I feel like I don't see enough Mimran's heads out there. I love the Chimera mounts, but I think I alone have that one. The Chimera mounts, but I think I'm alone that one. No, they're pretty cool. They just they're pretty unique, but like not for some people they don't look cool enough, I guess. I want that one in survival for the Motherboard. Black Pearl Drake. Yeah. Yeah. That's a cool one. Firehawk best mounts. They're pretty good. Firehawks are pretty cool. But they're basically Pearl Drakes. That's how I like look at them. So they're not really that unique. I love how the freeze for some of the animations isn't actually a freeze. It's just an insane slowdown where you can select literally every frame. Alrighty, and then we go to Gul'dan. And while we're at Gul'dan, we'll just sell our stuff. Sell our inventory. Wait, Gul'dan? I don't need to do that. I can actually start the fight immediately. I'm a mythic. I forgot. Yeah, mythic version of this fight is real good. Also found once I max out Vengeance of Blood DK, you forget about spamming Deathstrike and does damage. Is that because you got a DR? Does Vengeance give you DR? Is that why? Rather get to watch or foil all night? Come on, dude. No, we ain't failing all night. We're gonna be winning. We're gonna be winning. My dad is gonna walk through the front door and be like, "Hey, winning son," and be like, "Yeah." Any moment now, chat. Any moment now. Also, I'll need to mount up and just sell all those garbage. The best part about this event, however, is even if you do get a lot of garbage from these dungeons, at least you can get a lot of gold out of it. Tell me there's an add-on for sell all, right, chat? Tell me there's an add-on I can get for sell all. Is that a thing? I wish there was like a button where you could just be like sell all. If it's just a character that just has a bunch of garbage. Maybe like you mark certain items you don't want to sell, and then anything else in those other slots you like sell it. I don't use the charge by what's it? Nice. Hell yeah. Alrighty. Is this a chat? Hey! Jake! I got the Hearthstone card. It does exist. The Hearthstone card does exist. Hold on, that's exciting. Hold on, that's exciting. No way, Atha with a pog? Hold on a second. Yo, am I the first one to get it, chat? Hold on, is this that rare? I was really hoping for a mount. I'm not a pet kind of guy. Is this thing rare? You tell me. Need it? Is this, so this thing is rare then, right? That rare? I'm at 224 attempts. I'm just trying to get the mount. It's not a mount. But I will take it. The Jiraxxus card, man. Is this turning into Jiraxxus, right? Oh yeah, inventory is full. I can't even loot it. Hold on. Let me clear out my bags. SMH? Is it that good? Okay, I'm gonna take your go word for it. Here I'm sitting around here like, hey chat, is it that good? Yeah. While I'm perfectly aware it is meant to be a rare item. Look, I know that I know that Blizzard mentioned that this item is rare and it's getting increased chances to drop during this event. Then again, look, you gotta understand where I'm coming from. I don't like pets and stuff. Or toys for that matter. I'm not used to them being rare. So it's like when I see a toy, I'm like, wait, but it's not a mount. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm not used to that. But that's cool though. Let's see what it looks like. I never messed with it. Golden Jiraxxus card. Golden Jiraxxus. Oh, it transformed straight up into Jiraxxus. He has voice lines. That's so cool. That's it? For like a minute? I mean, that's pretty cool. And it's a 3-hour cooldown or 2.5-hour cooldown. Why? What is this long ass cooldown? Is that just so you don't spam it that much? Is Blizzard like calling me out here? Are you gonna spam it? No, I'm not. Well, yeah, I am actually, but Come on, man. Let me have my fun. Here we go. Hey, no, the north is not where the top of the tower is. I'm gonna fall off the side. Actually, I think plopping onto the ground is faster than just jumping down. They should have just fell, because then I'd be at the entrance. Excuse me. Think it's gonna move? Oh, they're running. Are you guys gonna move? Oh yeah, you are. I'm gonna run this again. Falling's way faster. You're right, yeah. I'm used to just like not falling, but you're right. You're correct. You're gonna set it to heroic. Right, just stunned me? That's funny. Alright, we'll try this again. Well, we got the card. That's cool. I just need the other legendaries. And I'll probably try for legendaries after I get all the mounts, but I'm definitely gonna focus on working on the mounts immediately on any of my characters first. Gotta love the show mobility, dude. That's badass. I do like the toy. That is pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna start abusing that. I'm gonna pop up in random like areas where everybody else is and just start spouting out voice lines. You know, you got this cool rare thing, you gotta show it off now, right? To make sure that everybody's annoyed by it. So its coolness, I can like physically just drain it myself. You know what I mean? Any cool value that it has, I can just destroy it and remove it. Plus, while we're waiting here, I could also go and hang out and go, what is it, loot stuff and get more inventory. Because a lot of the stuff that you are looting from older raids, I don't even loot if it's like not really worth it. And a lot of times when I do let my bags just like get filled from a mailbox, I usually find some stuff that I can add to my collections. That and make a lot of gold. I actually made so much gold just doing this, dude. Just raw amount of gold farming from all these events. It's been pretty cool. This is how November work videos you could for sure. Dude, exactly. No, I am. I definitely am. You think I'm mature? Dude, I stream. I'm a streamer. Of course, maturity is like not part of the job description. What do you mean? Make it work? Collecting the amount of stuff from Blackrock Foundry. Apparently, I got a hover set from Blackrock Foundry. Oh, that's the Deathnet one. Oh, okay. My twin, he got those shoulders and that helm from a Garrison mission once. And that's where he quit the game. He was like, wait, you can get mythic gear from Garrison missions? I quit. That was like the final straw where it was like, dude, this game does not have any integrity whatsoever. Perfect, look at that. By the time I got all my items done, she stopped yapping. So honestly, I ended up not feeling like a wasted time. This try one face and don't play PvP. True. Except it changes up your whole inventory though of abilities, so you can just do her insults. I won't hurt his health bar, but I might be able to hurt him like emotionally IRL. You know what I mean? That emotional health bar, that mental health bar might be able to affect that. So we gotta do this, then we gotta go do the farm for it's actually a little bit harder to farm it, but the what's it called? The worm. There's got to be an easy way to get out of that worm dungeon, right? With a Tumor Sagaris. There's got to be an easy way, chat. Trifling gnome. Yeah, it is a classic. It does bring you back to the good old days of Hearthstone, where Jiraxxus memes were like the thing, dude. Where Jiraxxus is all you needed in life. Okay, I'm actually gonna look up to see if there's an add-on to do like sell all. Sell all. And there's all the things: sell-o-matic, sell gray, de-junk. What if I do just the word sell? Scrap, sell junk, auto seller. Add-on improvement quality of life, vendor, gray, green, blue. Items that can be soulbound, living low level epics, everything configurable. Oh, okay, so there's a way to sell it. So maybe I should get it. Auto seller. Okay. Let's see to set it up correctly. Auto seller. Nice. How do I configure it now? Auto seller. Profiles. How do I enable it? Does it show up a button somewhere? I gotta... Oh. Auto cell gray. Cell blue. Cell epic equipment. Item level blue items up to this value. We're like in, what is it, 6, yeah, 400 plus is fine. Epic item level. Yeah. Auto sell. Selling, hold on. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is really nice. Oh, this add-on is actually pretty cool. It is selling items, and I don't have to do anything. Except these quest items. It doesn't really know what to do with any of these, but I can do them myself. Neat. That was awesome. TOTC also. TOTC, is that another add-on? Because I'm not super, I'm not the kind of guy that messes around with too many add-ons, unfortunately. I usually just try to keep my game in particular, like, usually pretty free of add-ons. But that's pretty cool. An add-on that sells stuff for you automatically is really, really nice. I really do think that maybe should add, like, a way for you to natively be able to sell items that are, like, from older raids. Because Blizzard knows that people are going to be running older raids and older content. I guess like it's a little bit easier just to make sure that people don't accidentally sell stuff they would actually use. That would suck. Trial Crusader Draxus. Oh, Trial Crusader. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I didn't play around when Trial Crusader was content. I didn't even play it on Wrath either, so ignore me. Look at this panda, bro. This is my MOP remix character, dude. My MOP remix character is still getting played. It's so cool. I'm so happy that I decided to go with the Shaman for Pandaria. I probably should have went with a Monk just because Pandaria and Monks would have been like iconic. I'm thinking of going Demon Hunter though, chat. For a Legion. I'm thinking of just like hard committed Demon Hunter. No mount. Okay. We drop off the top and then we go again in normal. And then we go do more mount selling. I really want to kill Spellblade. I don't know if I'll be able to kill her while I'm... Yeah. I was hoping maybe we'd be able to smack her on the way down. But nope. Nope. Look at these boomies, man. Look at these people. Dude, everybody's probably got a bunch of alts leveled up during this event, especially with the buffs that are available, just to have more characters that can run through the content. Alrighty, we got ourselves a normal one. This is the last chance on this character for Gul'dan ever. Because I technically could keep coming back to this place on like Mythic and Heroic after the event is gone, but I don't think I'm gonna farm it that hard. I don't think I'm gonna farm it that hard, chat. I'm enjoying the fact that you can farm it up now, but I don't think I want to be sitting in dungeons and raids for eternity. I have other things I want to work on too. Look how much gold we made, dude. 10k gold. Which is like not that terrible, but when you consider like 10k gold on every single one of my alts, every single one of the characters made about 10k or so. Yeah, I can't solo it? Wait, it's not soloable? Wait, it's not soloable? Oh, all the other dragons do Russian, don't they? Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, Pandaria, I guess, not strong enough. Didn't they start making raids, older raids, easier around like end of Pandaria and into Warlord of General though? So I think it's gonna be a while before we can actually do that easily, right? Community can't remove it because it'll phase me out of the fight. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I need to go over here. What is this even raid? What event is this raid? So it's not the raid event. The event is the collector's bounty. Not this one. Here we go. It's an event that's up right now for like the entirety of this month, but it's ending at the end of this week. And it's an event where you can basically get double the chances for loot from old raid bosses and old dungeon bosses. So like if you're farming mogs, you get a higher chance to farm up mounts and mogs and stuff. But also, yeah, and also higher chance at legendaries and certain rare items. So like if you're big into collections, transmog, mounts, this is like the best event for that. That's not meant for this raid, it's rather what I want from this raid. And Goldean drops a mount, the green toilet mount, the green infernal thing, and I want it. That's what I've been trying for in this character. What's up, Barul? How you doing, my guy? Yo, Barul, we got the hold on, we got the wait, Golden Jirax's Hearthstone card. Yeah, after I kill Alusan, I can show what that card does. It's pretty cool. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, so this will be your final chance for like any of the mounts and transmogs. If you're still trying to farm them, this will be your last chance to try to see if you can get them. And then I think I can also go here to go down as well, right? Pretty sure I tried this before. Yep. All the orbits do the same thing. But yeah, look at this thing. Look at this toy. Oh, it's still on cooldown, I think. Or is it? Oh yeah, it is. It just doesn't show up. Yeah, I need to go on another character to show it. Never mind. I thought I could show it off. Figuring it out though. But yeah, I want to try this guy. I also should do Mythic. What's his face? Don't have ports, do I? Unfortunately, I don't have ports on some of my characters to like dungeon portals. I'm not sure why. But I need to do also Mythic Blackhand, and then there's also Throne of the Four Winds. So I'll need to port around a little bit in order to get to those places. But at least I'm on a Shaman, so I can port around easily. Gmod still eludes me. I did get Gmod. I was so happy to get it. That one took me a while to get. GM. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Gmod is a cool one. At least you have the LFR where you can kill Jano on LFR to get it. Oh, another way to do it actually is to get a character on like heroic or normal of that raid, kill every boss up to Mechatoric, and then log off that character or take that character to like a capital city, and then use that character's lockout to invite your ults into it. So you basically hop on the character that cleared the raid, make a group in LG, hop on another ult, try to sign up for a group, hop on the main character that cleared, and then accept the invite, hop on that character, and then accept the request or whatever, and then you fly really quickly into the raid and wait for the game to pass you lead from the offline character to your current character you're on right now. So you'll get the lockout, you'll get the killer Mechatoric, but the character that initially cleared the raid doesn't count towards his progress, so you can still do it again with yet another character. And you can basically set up a bunch of characters and try to farm it. It's really not that bad. That's what I did. It gave me a bunch more runs, so at least I can at least increase your chances of potentially be able to get that run. Plus, it's old content, so you don't even need like super geared characters and super high level characters to even be able to solo it. But it's actually really good. It took me still a while to get it, but at least it's like a strategy at least, you know? It's better than nothing. What would you say is your main for everything? You stick to one class? I'd say Rogue. I'd say Rogue has been my main for a while. That's like been my endgame main for a good bit. Definitely I'd say Rogue. I do play everything. Or I try to play as many classes as I can. I like how you could just leap in. I feel like this guy on Mythic is going to be super fun as a fight when people first do it on Legion Remix. That's just this guy has like immunity mechanics. I'm so annoyed now. What happened? What happened? With the mount, you're trying to get it? No mount. Alrighty, we go and we jump off the cliff, boys. We go and jump off the cliff. Unless I want to kill Spellblade, which I kind of like to kill Spellblade just because I don't have all the tier pieces on normal. So now does anybody know a fast way to farm up the worm mount, the Abyss Worm? I got the ONYXIA mount on my second world, can't complain. Nice, hell yeah. Does anybody know an easy way to farm up the Abyss Worm? Because there's just no easy way to exit out of that raid, is there? Probably better luck today than yesterday. Bro, yesterday's luck was pretty rotten. Yeah, today I'm hoping I'm on a lucky character because I looked back at some of my screenshots and this shaman has gotten a huge portion of the mounts from this event. So I'm on the lucky character in hopes that this guy gets something. Finally, Alizor Day. Yo, what's up, man? You got it? Hell yeah. Or if you haven't gotten it, hopefully you will get it. I take 0 damage. I'm doing 80 to 100k DPS, which is higher than most DPS classes right now. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. I don't think they gave like any kind of scaling for like to make, you know, solo and old content easier until about like Warlords of Draenor, didn't they? Or maybe End of Pandaria. At some point they made stuff easier. You guys could have 30 minutes get about. Yeah. Yeah, somebody plays on EU Gehennas and play in MOP. I was about to say MOP Remix, but if you play MOP Classic, yeah, go for it, man. But seriously, chat, is there an easy way out of Tumus Garrus when you kill Mistress Zine? Is there like any like hole or anywhere I could just jump off to die? Because there's also a checkpoint system in this place too. Like once you kill the what's his name? Once you kill Harjatan. Yeah, how am I supposed to remember that, dude? Once you kill Harjatan, you get a checkpoint. Nope, you just gotta run out. I love for spam that one on old army 3 months because you get into this is obnoxious. Okay, so I might just do that. So what I think I'll do is I'll do this run here, and then I'll hard to Legion Dalaran and do a LFR version of this, just so I can like, yeah, I'll probably do LFR myself actually, Mike. That actually makes a lot more sense. And I think it's probably not bad to like run this place, then hard to Dalaran, and then go do other content, and then come back here, then do it again, hard to Dalaran, and just every time you have a Dalaran Hearth, do another run. But basically, you'd want to add like other stuff into the what is it, rotation of things you're working on. Run upstairs and exit. Yeah, but it takes a while. Technically, you can run upstairs, but like unless you have like a very mobile character, it takes a second. I think like with Shaman, you do have water walk, so you're not slowed down by the water. But yeah, we're trying to get at least one mount today, boys. Just one, man. I'll be happy with one. From it that way. Just running. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do it. Just running. Yeah, I'll probably do the alt army. Plus, it's not even the coolest mount, right? Out of all the Legion mounts, that one is like the lamest. To be fair, I'm not even going to be that happy if I get this. Like, if this is going to be a mount that I get today, I will actually be sad, chat, because I won't count it as a real mount. It's just another worm, and we have so many versions of those. Plus, this would be the last one I want to get in here. I'm just going for it because I'm here. Might as well, right? But it didn't drop. I did get some mogs, though. I don't have a lot of these mogs on normal. Okay, so now we can go and do another shot at that with LFR. Best mounts are from WoW BFA. No, I like a lot of the Legion mounts. It's just that worm in particular is like a recolor of other worms that we've had. You know, so it's like we've gotten that one too many times. It feels like at this point. But I do agree. BFA does have a lot of cool mounts. WoD also does have a lot of cool mounts. Well, there's like two actually. Unless you're counting the mounts from rares. There's like the Annihilator, which is pretty cool. It's Annihilator, right? The Fell Annihilator. You know what I'm talking about, like the mech one. And then there's the Blackhand one, which is pretty cool. But like the rest of the mounts, you don't really. There's not a lot of dungeon mounts or anything. I think Petcha was actually barren of any cool stuff. Some mogs were cool, but also they kind of felt samey. And how like every mog, every expansion has like a theme for like its mogs or items that you get. Like Legion, right? A lot of the items has like that green outline for Legion items. A lot of Legion items have that, let me see if I can show you that outline in like some of the Shaman sets, for example. Not all of them have it, but a good portion of them, like enough of them have it where it's like, okay, there's like the thematic component. Like the outline around the horns, right? You see how there's like an orange outline that you could see? This is a little bit more visible. This doesn't have an outline. No outline. Is this an outline? Like the mythic? Oh yeah, you can see the outline around the helm and the shoulders a little bit. You see it? Like an outline. And it has a glow. Here, I don't think there is an outline. I mean, unless Mythic has it. Oh no, yeah, Legion does have it. Yeah, the shoulders. You see it? You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, all of it has a little bit of like outline to it. Yeah. I was an to farm Legion because remix. True, but I still want it because Legion is my favorite expansion. I've been having fun with it. But yes, if you are like if you're strapped for time when it comes to the event of bounty, collector's bounty, yeah, skip Legion. If you are strapped for time, skip Legion for sure. Because then, yeah, remix is going to be a way for you to be able to obtain these items. That being said, I still love Legion, so I've been having a lot of fun getting stuff from Legion. And for some reason, I feel like Legion as an expansion, I've gotten the least amount of items from Legion specifically. Like, it took me so long to get the Urzul. And Legion was the expansion that I played, like, the most in. So for me, it feels like I kind of want all the items. I don't want them now. I don't want to wait until remix. In Suramar Mogs, we do. Yeah, a lot of the guards in Suramar look awesome. And there's a lot of cool items they have, and we just don't have them as items, and those need to be in Legion Remix. I agree. What's up, Briar? Giga Biz? Dude, Legion was awesome. Okay, farming AP and farming legendaries had its ups and downs. But, like, in a whole, there was so much to do in Legion. Like, as an expansion. Whether you were, like, into open world content or into, like, raid content. Whatever you were into, there's always something to do. Alright, well with that, let's do, we got Throne, we got, what's that one dungeon? Am I Alliance or Horde on this guy? I think I'm Horde. Yep, I'm Horde. We got Black Hand, we got King's Rest, we got Throne, we got Necrotic Quake. I guess Necrotic Quake is also an option. Here we go. We do that first. Legion was first found yet? Yeah, dude. Yeah. Legion was awesome. I think my channel definitely had a lot of growth during, surprisingly at first, there was really good growth during WoD because there was nothing doing WoD. And we did 5-5 when duels pretty regularly when those were getting like hyped up. Legion, we had a lot of growth. And then Shadowlands, surprisingly, at least at the beginning. And then Shadowlands stagnated. Like, the rest of the expansion was pretty bad. Bring back Thickums? Yo, dude, yeah. Thickums. Yeah. Underrot? I already have the Underrot mount. I've gotten that one back in BFA, actually, because I did a lot of Mythic Plus back in BFA. But that one I gotten. I also got Sharkbait, that expansion, too. BFA mounts, except for King's Rest, I got most of them. And there was raiding, too. W McThick, that's the shaman on EU. Yep, still have him. He is the character. He is my shaman that has the Mage Tower skins. I actually have some of the Mage Tower skins only on EU and some only on a name. I'm a little bit sad that I don't have them all on a name, but like, what else could I do? I have the Demon Hunter one on EU. I have the Shaman ones on EU, and I have the Warrior ones on EU. But I don't have them on a name. Back in BFA Season 4. Yeah, BFA Season 4 was also pretty fun. Corruptions, like, as much as I did like them for PvP, and like, there was just too many borrowed powers by that point, right? It was just borrowed powers and borrowed powers. We were barely playing our classes. We just pressing buttons and hoping things proc, almost like Diablo-esque characters. It was still really fun just to be like super giga powerful and like going for a stat corruption specifically. My class in particular just didn't really have any good like combos for stat specific corruptions. So I just had to go with procs most cases. Or like go for crit, but the crit was kind of whatever. I love running T9 troll. Yeah, the Twilight Dev. Yeah, as a tank, I thought stuff like that was really cool, right? Tank with like a Giga Twilight Dev was a cool combo. Or even like Giga Stars, I thought was really cool. But for some classes, like going for like Giga Haste, Giga Crit, Giga Mastery was awesome because it would have like a Fire Mage who would just like pump a bunch of Pyroblast into a single target and everything around him would just burn. And like the builds you could do was really cool. I just played the class that was unfortunately not in that position where I could make some kind of like a cool fun build out of it. Rogues were just in a weird spot where we didn't scale super well with corruptions. Oh, chat, the elevator was there waiting for me perfectly. Does this mean this is it? The elevator is greeting me. I almost never get greeted by the elevator waiting there for me, giving me ample time to hop on. Almost never. Is this the shot that we have here versus shot though? He's yapping too hard. Nope. Okay. We go to Throne, and then we go to BFA, and then we go Shadowlands. One thing that I don't finally recall is Mod shouting me. Yeah, dude, yeah, Mod one-shotting people was really funny though, because it was like, I thought that was like the peak of Stars risk reward kind of thing. It was such a like funny fight. I like the fight because it was so funny. What was I gonna do? I think I was gonna do Throne. I might as well get King's Rest out of the way. I'm already here. I might as well you do King's Rest. But no, yeah, another one shot on mods 16 higher. Exactly. Yeah, Mod one shotting it was just insane. But it was also pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. Like, as much as annoying as it was, I actually didn't hate it. It was just kind of funny, like, you basically pay off healers to like keep you alive and give you pain suppression during like the reflect phase. And you try to break through as quickly as possible, stack up Giga Stars, and then just start blasting the boss with those. It was super fun in my opinion. What if they're going to be bringing King's Rest on Plus? I kind of hope they... I mean, as a dungeon, it wasn't that bad, but I almost kind of hope they don't for a while. Like, it's like bringing Shrine of the Throne back. You know what I mean? It's a fine dungeon. I just don't like it that much. You know what I mean? It's a fine experience. I just don't like it that much. It's bound to happen eventually. Oh, for sure. I think it'll be something thematic. It would have to be something that thematically works. So it has to either be some storyline with Dalaran, or something with Zul, or something with Gahoon. So I feel like if it's thematically, I guess Underrod didn't really have any thematics, did it? Yeah, at some point they just will. I do hope it'll be on the back burner. Out of all the BFA dungeons though, if let's say like they don't bring King's Rest back, I think there are better dungeons than that though. That's like the one thing that I would say. Freehold, but we've already done it. Even Underworld was not bad. Tempest of Thrallas I think is going to return at some point. Battle of the Broad back in. Waycross was fun. Underworld was fine. Yeah, they even did Siege. So actually we are down to Shrine, Tol Dagor, and King's Rest. So we actually don't have a lot of options of what they will bring back. I actually didn't hate Tol Dagor, but it just didn't work for a majority of classes. Like, visually I didn't hate that dungeon. Is because the way I put it, I didn't hate it visually, but yeah, it wasn't great. That one is gonna be revolted up against. I'm telling you right now. Gonna get a full geared in PTR. What percentages? At least 3,000. What about you? 3,000 everything. How geared are you? Temple did have brought back. Yeah, I really don't think they should do a BFA. I feel like BFA doesn't need to be brought back. Out of Legion though, Leo, hold on. It's surprising that they didn't bring Cedar Trigger. I think they heard everyone's feedback, like no seat, no. They were like, all right, we're gonna do Chazavesh instead. I even said like, yeah, Chazavesh. I'd love to see Chazavesh again. That was pretty fun, and it's actually really fun. I've been enjoying it. Yeah, see, at some point they will. That's gonna be a midnight thing. I think they need to bring Arkway back. Arkway was such an underrated dungeon in my opinion. It's actually so good. It's a lot of bosses and even the pathing around Arkway. There's like so much more choices of how you can like go around it, man. You start at the beginning here and you go left, right, or far right. And the bosses are like a little bit of like it's a bit of a maze, but I actually didn't hate that dungeon. I remember that one getting quite a decent bit of success rate, and that's the dungeon that we pushed with my group. And like, there's no way I was that good at Mythic Plus when that dungeon was like in the rotation for Legion. But like that one, Arkway definitely could go back and Midnight expansion run Elves. Bro, yeah, seriously, if they do bring that back in, getting the Nightborn storyline in there would be pretty cool too. I don't disagree. And out of all the other Legion dungeons, they've done Court, which is a good dungeon. They've done Blackrook Hold, which was okay. Darkheart Thicket was done as well. That was alright too. Irish Jara they've done already once, I think, right? Halls of Battle wasn't bad. Nathar's there also wasn't bad after the nerf hit. Vault of the Wardens is something they could bring back. Karazhan, I think they could bring that back if they nerf the hell out of it. Because look, back in Legion, Karazhan was really fun and really easy. Anything out post Legion, it wasn't easy at all. Like, we all noticed that. If they were to bring it back, they gotta nerf it and change the mechanics. Maw of Souls, I think, could be a quick, fast run. If they just didn't make things overly complicated. Because, like, the only hard boss was the final boss. And it was more like a healer fight more than anything. Cathedral, I think, would be awesome. I remember after the nerfs in Legion, Cathedral was an easy key, dude. Actually an easy key. Super, super easy. And the bosses were pretty dope, actually. I remember having a good time in that one. Early version wasn't great, is what I remember. But I remember, like, the post-nerf version was really good. Very, very easy. Dominate the mind of mages. Okay, definitely gonna come back with the expansion around those. Dominate mind mages. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I really would like for them to do more than just Cataclysm dungeons. You know how they like brought in Kata dungeons? What if they were to bring in TBC or Wrath of Lich King? But of course they would have to change the mechanics around some of those dungeons. But I guess essentially you could basically copy some of the mechanics from other dungeons, like some of the enemies you would fight in other dungeons too. Just copy that and bring that into like the more modern version of Wrath. Because you don't need that many mechanics, right? You don't need to make the dungeons worse or more complicated. You need to, like, you know, give them something that's a little more engaging. Besides just like, oh, this enemy is a tank of spank. This other guy is a tank of spank. This other pack is a tank of spank. You know what I mean? I think Blizzard will bring back Dragonflight Dungeons at midnight. Dragonflight, I think, would be a little too early. Also, what would they bring back in? I guess No-Code Offensive was pretty cool. I'm sure Volts is coming back as a Delve, in a way. Which I don't necessarily hate. Bracket High would be alright. And Algathor Academy would be okay too. Also Infusion would be cheeks. No, please. Yeah, I don't think they should. I don't think they should, but I was just talking about those dungeons, like, in terms of what was fun, what wasn't fun. And there was some decent ones, but not a lot of, like, good ones. It really came down to, like, the meta classes and, like, the Giga AoEs that you could do. That's what it really came down to. Shadow Halls would be great. You mean, like, for, the Shadow Halls... Isn't that the Wrath of Lich King one? I was about to say TBC for a second, but no. No, there's Halls of Reflections. Halls of Stone. Forge of Souls. What is Shadow Halls, actually? Or is that TBC? Shadow Labyrinth, Set Halls, Metatomb, Slave Fence, Underbog. I'd rather drown in and plus Shattered Halls. Right. Drown and plus the Shattered Halls. What is the best dungeon and raid ever? Like in general? I think it all depends. Are you talking about like from the aesthetics, bosses, the encounter design, or just like if it was fun to play as a dungeon in general? It should just be really hard to match up like TBC, Classic, and Rat dungeons against like some of the Mythic Plus dungeons, to be honest. But I think if you really wanted like a proper dungeon and you wanted that big dungeon feel, I think a lot of the Classic dungeons would probably fit that dungeon aesthetic because there were some massive instances there, right? Like Blackrock Spire, lower and upper, you would have to combine it, or Dire Maul, you would have to combine basically all of them. If you wanted like the scale of like a big dungeon that you could like dungeon crawl through for an hour, you would have to add those like together, I think. TBC, if MGT ain't your top 5 dungeons, what's MGT? I don't think it's any of these. Magister's Terrace? It's pretty good. But I never ran the TBC version, right? I don't know if TBC version had like something special about it. Comatol? Comatol's not that bad. The Mount. Okay. Throne to the Four Winds, and then we could do Morrowind. Grimmatal Plus was a nightmare. Yeah, Grimmatal as a Mythic Plus was not great. Not enough checkpoints, not enough skips. It's just a lot of running. It's a very linear. I can see that one being not that great. I'm still so glad I got that mount. Yeah, I'm hoping to get it at some point before the event is over. That dungeon in particular is just a slog to get through. I wish it was like some kind of a skip. Even if you were like a demon hunter and you could just like fly across, or like a monk. I tried though. I tried to see if you could just like fly across that middle area, like from when you enter the dungeon before you go to the boss room, to see if you can get to the bridge. There's an invisible wall. At least only from the outside going in, there's an invisible wall. It took me over 500 attempts. Damn. If they had a skip for it, man, like, you know, freehold where you could just get to the final boss pretty quickly, I'd be nice, but yeah. That one is not that fun. Hopefully I get them out from this place, because I've been trying to farm Throne of the Four Winds for a while. And at some point I should be getting them out, right? Right, chat? Flying around the Maw Stargate style is awesome. I don't think flying around the Maw or doing anything in Maw, I don't think put the word awesome and Maw in the same sentence. I think Maw as a zone had a potential, but then it was just like, it was undercooked. Like a good portion of that expansion. I think the potential definitely was there, but like, I don't know, man. I know they wanted to make like, ooh, spooky, scary, really oppressive zone, but I don't think they were like successful at it. Personally, I don't think they were that successful with it. Come on, Alec here, please. Please, Alec here. Give me the mount. Seriously? Come on, Alec here, please. I've been farming this thing for a while. Shadowlands it is. Shadowlands it is, boys. Sadness it is. All these heroic dungeons I'm doing, if they were in challenge mode settings, would have been gold. Yeah. Give them on when I'm doing meta achieves. What, the Throne of the Four Winds? What is the meta achieve for that one? At least I don't have to do places like Dragon Soul or Hellfire Citadel, so at least it could be better. It could be worse, chat. It could be much, much worse. And I don't have to do Salia's Gambit anymore either, or Tazavesh, so that's also really, really nice. But I have only like a limited amount of mounts that I can now go after, which does suck. I love the variety, but now I'm stuck to like only a few instances. Okay, so apparently this character never did the intro. Can I just talk to a guy and skip the intro of the whole getting set up here? No, I can't. I have to get the quest for this, don't I? So there is a skip that you can unlock. I need to talk to a guy in Orgrimmar first, though. I think I either need to talk to an NPC or I need to go to like the board and then start the Shadowlands stuff. There's a way to do it and I don't really remember how. Another way to get there would be to take a hearth or take like a port. Bashir, no. Tenant Jungle, no. Let's just grab a bunch of these until I get one for Shadowlands. Eventually it should give me Shadowlands, right? Open. Or do I gotta talk to somebody for Shadowlands intro? Or is it somebody I gotta talk to in here, maybe?
I am Sarfang,
Oh god, yeah, Garrosh is here now. Wait, I gotta talk to somebody as well? Okay, yeah. I don't know how to get this started. I don't know how to get this started, chat. Does WoW Mob Cinematic have so many abilities? Yeah, I have no idea. I have no clue. Chat, how do you start the intro for Shadowlands? Anybody know? Because I actually have no idea. I don't think I can talk to Chromie because I'm way too high level. So you're supposed to be able to start Shadowlands intro somewhere, and then you could do the Shadowlands skip to like, so you can access the flight path. There's the problem is I cannot access flight path. Go back in the front of the main building. Is it her? No, Callie does the Brill thing. Front of the main building. Oh, he's not here. Talk to the board. I guess I just keep taking quests from the board until I eventually get one for Shadowlands. There's gotta be a way to like select which one you want, right? I gotta make this easier. Must have started it. I have one for War Within. Assault in Dark Portal. You see all the ones that I have. Van Hygel, Jade Forest, Nighthold. How long? Is it because I'm using... No, War Within wouldn't do it. Yeah, I definitely don't have it. Let me try this again. Let me try going to Shadowlands area. Maybe... Because I know that they've added a way to be able to skip it. But you gotta talk to a very specific NPC for it. Should be right there at some spot. Not at level 70, I don't think. So I know you're supposed to be able to talk to somebody. Supposed to be like a one of those floaty dudes. They're not here. Okay. My problem is one of these portal areas does work, but I don't think I can talk to this caretaker, right? No. I don't think the flight path is open for me. Yeah, the flight path guy isn't here. And I don't have a way to port to the necrotic wake or anything. Crap. Because it did say they fixed it, but it's almost like I'm in a phase. You know? But they don't like 7.2 and Sylvanas farming. Yeah, access in Shadowlands is a pain in the ass. It really is. Especially if you have like a boosted character or one from Remix, because they don't have like some kind of a flag that allows you to like access these areas. Which kind of blows, honestly. So I might not be able to do Necrotic Wake on this character specifically. Unless I like find a way to like get over there through other means. You don't have a dungeon portal? So I do have a dungeon portals. This character doesn't have them unlocked for some reason. So some of my level 70s have dungeon portals, and others don't. I'm not sure what causes that. But I do have dungeon portals, but yeah, as you can see, they just don't like unlock at all. Could it be because I have that like start War Visions of Azeroth quest? Is that why? So maybe if I get this started and then do the skip, maybe then I could like go back and be able to go? I would come and say you have to do the War Within intro quest. Oh, really? Is that all? Really? Okay. I'm gonna do this. So I did it, right? Wait, Adventure in Kazalgar? Because I don't actually plan to level this character or anything. Okay, so we got it started. Cool. I'll adorn. And I guess now I get to go back. Hopefully that works. Just because the more characters I have doing Necrotic Wake, the more chances I have of getting the mount. I'll go back to org. Okay. There's a guy down here. Okay, that's for Vanguard. That's for down below. That's just sending to the other area. So now... Oh, okay. Yeah. Kinda hate how this is a thing. Kinda hate how this is a thing, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they should just switch it up so you just go talk to a dude. Oh, now I have to do waiting. Oh my god, this is so lame. Okay.
Hold. Come with us, stranger.
Oh, I can't use a mount beyond this point, can I? Don't have a vendor either. That's fun. At least I think I could talk to this guy and then skip, right? Yes. Thank goodness. Okay, now I think everything is here. Cool, I don't need to talk to them. I can just go. Alright, at least it didn't take that long. But it's like, it's so weird how you have to go so roundabout ways of just getting around this place. Kinda hate it. Part of the reason, I already hate Shadowlands as an expansion, right? But like, they're not making this easier, man. They're not making this any easier. Not making it easier to like it. Not at all. They're definitely not making any of this easier. Thank you, Blizzard. Appreciate it. Alrighty, let's go to Necrotic Wake. And then this character, if he doesn't get nothing, I'll be very, very sad. Oh, autosettler even tells you how much gold you made him. Pretty good. Afternoon, by the way. Hey, have you tested any healers? NPTR? I tested out Preservoker. Preservoker felt real good. I also tested Holy Paladin on PTR. I was thinking of playing some Disc Priest today. And I was thinking of maybe Shaman. I should probably give Shaman a go. No, I played Rest of Shaman. Yeah, Rest of Shaman is also alright. Oh, Holy Paladin was okay. It didn't really feel that different, but you are playing into a playstyle where... So I was really hoping to maybe make a Cassidon Paladin work, but right now it looks like a lot of them are playing into a Lightsmith, which is very, very fast-paced, big judgments, fast-paced gameplay, big building and spending for holy power, which is cool, but like, yeah, it seems to be that's the direction they're going into, even though they're buffing up the cast healing, like they made things like flash heal instant cast whenever you have Infusion of Light, which is really, really cool, and they're trying to buff up Holy Light a bunch. So that with Infusion is going to be real good. Like, should be pretty potent. It's still super mana expensive. Very mana expensive. So unless they end up fixing the mana problem, I don't know if it'll be that viable. But instant cast Flashlight's a pretty good feeling. That being said, a lot of the playstyle ends up going to Lightsmith melee healer without the melee healer wing, so you don't even play that. You might play that in raids maybe, but it seems that they're heading in that direction of just a melee healer more or less. Which is not bad, but I was really hoping they'd make that caster healer work as well. They hard nerfed the Eternal Flame for no reason. Yeah, they did nerf Eternal Flame, which is unfortunate. But I think it's because they just wanted to make sure that if you are playing that build, you're probably playing other abilities too. That's probably why. At least it's my assumption. Am I not on legacy loot on this place? Because I didn't get anything from that guy just now. You have to be max level in order to be able to get legacy loot benefits. Yeah, I have to be on a level 80 character to be able to run this place with legacy loot. Because I don't think I'll have a chance for a mountain. Chat, what do you guys think? Because I think it's I didn't get any items from the boss at all. Normally you would get like 4 pieces. But I don't think legacy loot is enabled on this character. Because I'm level 70, not 71. You know what? I'm just gonna run out of this instance. In case, because just not to waste my time. Not to waste my time. Hard nerf control, yeah. Just not to waste my time or your guys' time. I'm just gonna hop on a level 80 character so I can like speed run this place. Because I don't think I can even get any items unless I get a higher level in this game. So what I could do actually is time walking. Actually, can I just run a time walking, see if I can get a level? Is that a thing? I don't think I can heal. 9 minutes. Would I be able to just enhancement run and then heal as enhancement? I probably could heal as enhancement, right? Probably could do off healing as enhancement. The Preservation Evoker could do high keys. Right now, I'd say in the current meta, Preservation Evoker is one of the weaker healers. But in the next patch, it is looking real good. Really good. Valor kept only missing 3 items heroic. For like, wait, heroic raid or heroic dungeons? That seems really good. I'm actually gonna try to see if I can just heal or run it. I just want to get a level so this guy can be 71 so that I get legacy loot within that dungeon. See if that works. Dungeon raids aren't enough for 2 weeks. Got it. Yeah, hopefully I don't have to do too much healing. But we're slamming in damage, so that won't be a problem apparently. Not even like super geared to this character. I just have level 70 for the mop remix catch-up gear, whatever. It's kind of hilarious. I've actually taken half these pulls. Alright chat, quick break. We'll from mount runs with just that quick time walking. At least until they hit level 71. Yeah, just carrying. I actually should be able to get a level here in a little bit. It's not that bad. So wait, what are you gonna do without dungeons and raids for like 2 weeks, man? Also, the raid tier for Master Principal is gonna start with season 3, man. What are you gonna do? Hold on, all of that stuff is gonna start like at the same time. Got a man named Skull over here, so rare. Let's see this guy in a second. Do we need to kill a courier? I haven't done this place in a second. Play more within, like I said yesterday, I'm only interested in Throne of Thunder onwards. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Do we summon the postmaster? Hold on, maybe I could summon him through this. Oh yeah, there we go. Maybe that's it. Or no? Okay, apparently not. How do you spawn these guys? It's just by fiddling with mailboxes, and there's like a random chance that you'll spawn. The next patch should be able to do high keys on my Evoker. It all depends how they tune him, but I think Evoker should be a lot more viable next patch, I think. Yeah, I think next patch Evoker is looking like a very, very viable pick in my opinion. Their healing is real good. Really good. And it's like instantaneous healing. They're buffing them up in those aspects here quite a bit. The tiers that they had, I think, in season 1 or in either War Within or Dragonflight is actually becoming a talent. There's now going to be a much shorter cooldown of rewind instead of going for the ability where you can copy abilities and like release them all at the same time. So give it like an easier version to work with, which is super nice. I think it's going to be a little bit more viable. I've been seeing a lot more evokers than paladins, if anything. It's hard to tell what's going to be meta, though. Like, just to be honest with you. It's still hard to tell what's going to be the best choice, but so far they feel pretty good. We're able to get a level here soon, boys. I guess if we're skipping all of these, aren't they just rares? Or the actual bosses? I mean, if the tank is gonna do this entire plays, then I might as well like finish it for a little bit extra time, more currency. Run him over 25, buy for 30. Yeah, with Prime it is kind of wacky. I've actually gotten like a free trial of Prime the other day. Just because I was trying to order an item and I decided, alright, if they offer me like 30 days, I might as well. But yeah, look at some of the prices on Prime. Unless you get like some decent on Prime Video, it's really just, I don't really know if it's not worth it. I don't really do that much online shopping. I used to, but it's like nowadays I feel like it just not nearly as often as it used to. Feels less value. But then again, they kind of did like depreciate their own value, to be fair. Now I feel you with that. Got broke for respect for PvP. I'd say right now, subtlety is generally really good, but assassination could also do really well too. Both are generally pretty good. Although outlaw is really nutty at the moment, so really you don't really have a lot of bad options. Like, to be fair, you don't have a bad pick right now. Play whatever you like. That'd be my advice. Is this guy a boss? It's taking a second to die. He might be a boss. Yeah, we'll level up, boys. Yeah, we get a hero spec. Obviously, we're gonna go Big Tempest. The Big Tempest. Try to sass, that's always squishy. The rogues don't really change defensively that much. The only spec that gets a little tankier, I'd say, is Outlaw, because you can maintain feint a little bit longer, but it's not like they really get much tankier from one another. Pretty sure you don't want to go this way, right? Or maybe you do. Ollied. Help. Oh wait, we don't have no healer. I wonder why. I wonder why. Is it just a random proc of Tempest? Oh, every 40 Maelstrom. That's what it is. But the capstone, it does get a little harder to get regular procs of it. Unfortunately. Until we get it. Everything's blowing up quick. Wait, did I get a random proc of Tempest there? Must have, right? How's the tasteful PvE does and stuff in your opinion? It's pretty good. All rogues are very similar to each other. What's up, Odie? How you doing, fam? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, all rogues are very similar to each other, to be honest. Pretty similar to one another. Oh yeah, let me tank this guy. Yeah, let me tank him. Girdle? I don't even know if that's an upgrade, is it? No, it's not. I guess they gave you a pretty high iron level for like the, what is it, level bracket on the Shaman from Mop Remix. Thought the gear was going to be pretty jank, pretty trash, but apparently it's not that bad. But yeah, rogues are not that different, not that bad when it comes to delves and stuff. I do think Outlaw is a little bit better for delves just because you have like shorter cooldown of things like evasion, so you can tank things out. But it was an assassination, you have leech and stuff too, so you'll be fine. It really doesn't make that much of a difference. It really comes down to like how well can you cycle those Brand's little like vials of, what's it called? The healing vials. I've actually been really enjoying enhancement too. That's another class I probably need to spend a little bit more, or spec rather, that I need to spend more time with over in PTR. It's really fun. Like the actual gameplay loop is real cool. Crimson, I think. Yeah, they are nerfing Crimson Tempest a little bit, though. They are nerfing a little bit. Unless you mean like Crimson the sippy potion. No, that's not it, though. If you're talking about Crimson Vial, that's not it. No, it's the potions that Brand puts on the ground. That basically is the only way you can really heal in delves. There was a boss. This dungeon I don't remember at all, apparently, dude. Hey, fear? I don't even know how I'm not feared. Cool, so now we got a bunch of Tamwar badges on top of it too. Alright, let's try the Necrotic Wake now that we got level 71. So I think now we get Legacy Loot unlocked. Previously, I don't think we had it. So now I want to try it. Because we'll go kill Morrowind, and if Morrowind drops me 4 items, then we're good. If Morrowind doesn't drop me 4, then I'll hop on another carriage and we'll do other dungeons. Or raids, rather. Go with the fast ones. I'm thinking I should probably form up, like, Blackrock Foundry and Throne. I feel like those two are the quickest ones I can just get to pretty quickly. Gul'dan is a farm and a half. At a 140 million bombers or less than PTR, by the way. That seems real strong. I was gonna say for a second, like, am I gonna be able to get the kicks on that? I'm only level 71, man. I actually don't do a lot of damage to these guys. Am I gonna be able to kill the boss? No, I'm not even sure. I want to see if I can skip like this. Yeah. Is this guy gonna aggro to me? Oh. Nice. Alright, well, see, this boss drops 4 pieces. Because I need to double check if I'm a legacy loot or not. Secondly, hero talents and tier set for survival is so scuffed. What do you mean they're so scuffed? That is really strong. It's 150% more damage with bombs and it's all arcane damage. That is really good. It's also really easy to play. What part is scuffed? 45-second cooldown? Oh, for oh, I don't think you would play the 45-second version. I think you played the meta version. Yeah, I don't think you play the 45. But I have no idea what you would actually play. Yeah, I don't have a guarantee or anything. I would assume you just play the meta. Okay, I do have 4. Okay, so you gotta be at least 71 for this place apparently. Understood. Thank you, Blizzard. Appreciate it. Coordinated? Yeah. I just don't think I would play a 45-second version. I think I would just play the minute version. Because then at least it lines up with the rest of your cooldowns. Because otherwise you would have the, what is it, the, otherwise you scuff yourself over with the, what am I trying to think of? The Lunar Storm. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a tank in here. Yeah. Or my pet apparently cannot tank. I got my Earth Elemental for tanking purposes specifically, and he's not really doing his job. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this guy's not really tanking super well. Yeah, but the Sentinel and Survival, it just seems like a really easy combo because all you gotta do is just worry about bombs and that's it, and Lunar Storms. And now that bombs reset, or whenever you get a proc of Lunar Storm, you get a free bomb. It just becomes so much easier to play into. It's super nice. The Earth Elemental is just there sitting for emotional support. Honestly, he is the emotional support elemental. He's just there, just like, hey, you're not alone. That's it. It's just like, he's just there. Yeah. He just exists. Honestly, never seen that guy be more useless than that. Kind of wild. Literally has a job, doesn't do it. Earth Elemental from Timu. You get 6 bombs in that window, 5 or 6. You can get a bunch of them, yeah. I guess it depends what you're using for resets. I assume you're using Butchery, right? And I assume you throw grenade, right? So you throw grenade, then you coordinate assault, grenade, butcher, grenade, and then you can, with kill commands and stuff, you can build up for another kill grenade. Okay, and I still have the spear for the final boss, unless I need to hit this guy. Which I don't think I should need it here. Nah. Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of these. So we are on Legacy Loot table. So hopefully mount here, boys. Maybe? You waste 4 to 6 seconds of a cooldown on bombs doing that? No, don't coordinate assault instantly. So you grenade to, I guess what you could, because you're not wasting that much time, because you basically send a charge to proc the storm, and then you coordinate to get a charge back, so you just get one back, and then you grenade immediately. Then I guess you could butchery and then grenade. Grenade, assault. So you only get 1 charge instead of 2, though. Yeah. Plus, you're also missing that window of coordinate assault buffing that one of the initial grenades. Right, so you want to spam as many grenades inside of that coordinated assault and Luna's from window. That's 150% more damage plus 20%. Is at least how I look at it. Maybe the way you're thinking of might actually be better, but I'm just kind of going through my thought process of why I did what I did. Wait, am I gonna be able to break through this guy? Wait, hold on. Does he send me if I'm the only one on the platform? They did spear him. Oh, he will dark exile me. Oh, he resets, doesn't he? Yeah, he resets. Damn, so I actually do have to speedrun the boss, huh? Okay. So I need Ascendance. I actually don't have enough damage to nuke him. That was with Lust, too. Okay, I'll have Ascendance and I'll have Doom Winds. That should hopefully be good enough. I didn't realize you actually have to DPS raise this guy. That's so lame. That's so lame. But it's whatever. Plus, I don't think my build is that good. I have literally my Miss Up on Daria like build. This looks a lot better. Maybe not. Maybe not. Send me in a bit here. Please. 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 A blizzard. Come on, man. That was with Ascendance. Bro, seriously? Am I stuck? Am I screwed? Oh no. Bro, am I cooked? I think I'm cooked. What else could I do? I don't think I can do anything else, man. I think I'm cooked. Unless I can do enough damage, and that the only way I can do that is to procs. My sentence is down on cooldown. I guess I'll try without it. I might be cooked, chat. Don't know if I can do enough damage to this man. Yeah, I don't even need to heal, I just need to do damage. He has a dumb shield. Unless I can go like the fire build, lava lash build. Or can he miss me with the that ability? Can he miss me with that? Is there a chance he could just not? I don't think he can miss, can he? Damn. Okay, well I have Ascendance again. I do have Ascend. Another way I could do it is try going to Totemic, drop a totem and see if that does enough damage. I go like big lava lash build. Gets you haste. Critical strike chance. I think crit strike chance is like the only thing that's good here. Damn, dude. Unless I go for like non-proc ghostos, but like summon ghostos. That's maybe another thing that I can do. Just to guarantee some damage. I just need enough damage. Are my weapons even enchanted? Oh, that's probably a problem. Yeah, not having the right imbues probably does hold me back. Okay, we're just gonna skip that. Alrighty. Hit him with one of these. Okay, this might feel a little better. I actually got my weapon imbues. I think I was missing out a good portion of my damage. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's done. He's cooked. Oh! We did it! The curse is broken! I don't have to come back here ever again, chat. It was worth it. It was all worth it. Marfangs reigns. Thank goodness. I'm not even gonna favorite you. You're ugly. Actually, fine. I will. Oh, 4 years too late. Dude, seriously though. Well, we broke it. I knew it, dude. This lucky shaman that got in so many mounts. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I only have like 4 more to go or something. I only got some 3 mounts to go, man. I got Throne, I got Gul'dan, I got Sazine, and then I got Blackhand. But I scared I got it. Yeah, it was worth it. You know what? We'll take it, dude. We take those. Hop on another character. See if we can do some of the quick ones. I want to try Blackrock Foundry and Winds. Because I cannot be asked to do a, what's it? Did this guy do it? This guy could probably do Black Hand, right? What's the level on Black Hand? I should just do Mage instead, actually, dude. I should do Mages, because he can get around places much, much quicker. Yeah. Let's go to Shaman. Do Mages. Dalaran Mages. He's already in Dalaran, so it's perfect. Like, he can go places. I get a Gul'dan, and I could sell some stuff, so that's perfect. Has this guy done Gul'dan, though? No, he's reset completely. Beautiful. We'll do Gul'dan just because it's a mage, because he can get there quicker. Plus, I also have a bunch of Postmaster stuff, and with the add-on, I can just sell everything. It makes things so much nicer. Dude, I feel relief. Never having to go back to Necrotic Quick in my life is gonna be so nice. This is what I really hate about some of these mounts and some of these dungeons, is I'm not excited to be riding on Marafang? Is it? It's Maraf something. Marafang. I'm not even excited to ride Marafang, chat. I'm just excited that I never have to go back to that place again. I never have to visit Shadowlands ever again. It's relief more than anything. Probably would get a farm started in mob, but of that. I should probably get my farm started. Oh yeah, the farm thing. I always thought the farm was a cool idea. I just never actually did it myself either. Even in Remix. Just never really, it was never compelling. Wait, what the, somebody's going for Arcway. What the hell? What are you gonna do in Arcway there, bud? Dude, look at the armor sets for these Sniborn guards. We need that as a Legion Remix set. These pieces, all these are unique. Only they can wear, and it looks so good. All of them look so good, dude. Alrighty, go down again. We meet again, my good man. And I have Invis, beautiful. Dude, that Invis movement speed should probably last for the entirety of Invis, at least in PvE content. It'd be so nice, man. So nice. Ooh, I want to see if I can try some, like, mage tech here. Like, I want to, if I had a, I want to see if I can get myself a shimmer. I want to alter, and then shimmer in, and, like, blast things away really quickly. See if I can get through it really quickly. Ah, almost. I want to try to see if I can kill it all, and then ultra outside, and then start, like, looting my stuff. But it probably actually is not worth, because I have stuff I can loot here too. For the graze. Alright, let's see if I can look at any mogs on this character. I've had my mailboxes so full for a while on these alts, dude. They've been kind of crazy. But I keep finding, like, stuff to add towards the collections. Brutal. Leg plates of the High Lord already. Already getting some stuff. Oh, this is so nice, dude. Dude, this addon was definitely worth it. Although I'm gonna have to stop it a little early since she's already done with her RP. So much play gear has dodge on it, even though neither play tank is a dodge user. I guess with the way Blizzard was looking at it is it's a defensive stat. But I get you. The way that Blizzard did stats and gear in previous expansions definitely was weird. Not gonna lie. Sometimes they definitely do it all weird. That's for sure. Wait, is the Phoenix going to be up for the entirety of Combust? He's up here for a while, huh? Oh no, he does disappear. He does have his own window. Unfortunately. Alright, well, Gul'dan is going to be a quick kill, Mythic. Or at least I thought it was going to be quicker than that. Dude, I've done Gul'dan how many times now, chat? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really tired of this guy. I'm not actually tired of this place that much at all. I've been doing Nighthold back to back, just trying to see if I can get a mount from Gul'dan for a while, but I'm not tired of it at all. I don't know what it is, man. But if anything, I'm actually so excited since I'm not tired of it now. I'm imagining like how fun is it gonna be to do remix. Dude, I'm literally like a straight up Legion Andy, dude. Legion fanboy over here. Like Blackrock Foundry, kind of tired of the place. And you think Shadowlands, get tired of the place pretty quickly. Battle for the Zara lore, I got tired of the place so fast. Legion, I'm just like, oh, it's a Legion. My brain straight up gets a pass. The mount. We jumpers and then we go again. Heroic this time. The Spellblade fight on Remix is gonna be my favorite. Oh yeah. Well, I think they're gonna be like, because at first on Remix, all these fights are gonna be real fights, right? At first, at least, they're gonna be real fights. And then they're not gonna be real fights at all. Instead, they're just gonna be like you walk in, one shot a boss, and then they fall over. But the first time we do it, yeah, I think the first time we do this place on Heroic or even normal, when you actually get to see mechanics and do stuff, I think it's definitely gonna be fun. I think that's true. I agree with that statement. But eventually you are going to be one-shotting this place. And that's what I'm really excited for, is getting to the point, because in Mob Remix, that was also really fun. Once you get to the point with the character where you're actually one-shotting content, where you just absolutely don't have to play the mechanics anymore, it is fun. It does get fun. Like the power level spike is super enjoyable for me. Always love that. But yeah, and Taurus I think is also going to be really fun the first time around as well. Ooh, also Trial of Valor. Like, when's the last time you've been to Trial of Valor, you know? It's been a second since I've been there. I don't know if that stuff... Oh wait, I apparently don't have a clearance for that. But yeah, it's gonna be really fun. And also the open world stuff they got with like torment levels, I'm absolutely excited about it too. Like the fact that they're at least like trying to find new ways for you to be able to experience old content, even like open world, I think it's a good idea. I'm so excited to try it out. I am hoping they'll have like a PTR for it, like they had for Mop Remix. Because remember that me and you messed around with that one, Jake? That shit was so fun, man. It was actually so fun doing it the first time around. Seeing the different abilities and gems and things like that. I do think the gems ended up being a little bit too like generic. So I do hope whatever they do this time around is going to be a little bit less so. You know? Gotta get World Force Argus like World Force Gary? Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun, man. The head gem this time is the artifact ability. I think we're gonna get artifacts as like the cloak, but that's gonna be like our weapon. It's just gonna be basically replacement for the cloak. I think we're gonna end up wearing legendaries with a bunch of different effects. I think that's what they're gonna do at the end of the run, is let people get a bunch of legendaries. A bunch of old Legion legendaries, but also a bunch of generic ones that can work for every single class and spec. I imagine they'll do stuff like that. Because that'd be pretty neat on its own. But we'll see. I don't know if they'll do gems. I think they should probably do legendaries. I think that would fit Legion a little bit better aesthetically.
Not possible. I
And then we'll use the Golden RP to cycle through all this stuff in my inventory. Legendaries? Yeah, legendaries. Yeah. Yeah, the legendaries. Because I like the system of legendaries wasn't like... The acquisition of them was a little annoying at times. But like the actual power progression you can get out of them and the builds you can make out of them was pretty cool. Especially when you get to wear 2 of them. And especially when you get to switch them around. Because they became less of like, oh, this legendary item that you use for everything. And more like an extra bonus talent. Because essentially that's what the word is. It's like a very, very strong talent. More than anything. I think my classic is only 1.5 expected away from Legion is exciting. Yeah, I don't even know if they should do Warlords, to be honest. Like, I know Warlords was like, some people enjoyed parts of the expansion, but like in overall, I don't think it was that great. So honestly, I think they should just skip it, personally. Unless they end up doing Warlords General and restore all the old content that it was meant to have, but never actually had, that's the only way that I'd be like, cool with it. What's up, Vibe? How you doing, my man? We got a mount. We got Marafang, by the way. We got Marafang. Not only that, we got Marafang, but also we got the toy. The Jiraxis one. Golden Jiraxis Hearthstone. So you ever see what it looks like? You literally get Jiraxis. Well, the voice lines from Hearthstone / Wrath of Lich King. Trial of Valor, I think it is. Yeah, it only lasts for like 30 seconds though, so it doesn't last long at all. Unfortunately. It's pretty cool. Sick. It's pretty cool. Apparently that one is really rare. So I'm not used to toys being rare, so I was like, chat, is this actually rare or is this like... No, the chat confirms it is rare. It's not used to toys being like a rarity. You see the interview classic that said they'll focus on MOP and not vanilla for now. I saw that, but there's still like, there's also, I saw the like people response to that. They said they're focusing Mr. Pandaria in a massive way, but it does sound like there's not really doing Mythic Plus, doesn't it? But yeah, let me see if I can find that article from MOP. This is they're fully focused in it. The developers are full focus on Mr. Pandaria, but other classic content is in development. Which makes you wonder what other classic content they talk about, unless they mean like Mortal Dreader. Which I hope they don't mean that. Actually, we'll see what Wowhead says. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. Changes to Mr. Pandaria Classic, blah blah, reputation changes, Celestial Dungeons. I do like Celestial Dungeons. I think that's pretty cool. I can get fragments and you can mount and stuff. Great release schedule. Warlord Turner Classic seems full focus on Mr. Pandaria right now. There's a great amount of exciting content to go through before we'll talk about the next classic. I really think they should skip. This is a favorite, if not the favorite expansion for so many players, and there's a perfect chance now to revisit it. Dev team also sees a release opportunity to make a best version of Mr. Pandaria ever. Yo, if they're committed to make it MOB better than it was, I wonder if they'll do that for WAD, but I'm not 100% amount. Run again. Chat, I'm very happy with my life. I'm definitely not having any sadness feelings. The reason why I keep throwing myself off the tower is because not of any sad feelings. It's because it's just the fastest way to get out of the dungeon / raid. Alrighty. And then we set it to normal. Please. Don't lock me out. Fully invested in MOB, working on vanilla. I don't think they said working on vanilla. I think it just said they're not willing to talk about other content, but they are working on things. I do think they need to do another season of Discovery, but like a different one. For Classic. I think that'd be really cool for vanilla. Fully invested in MOB, but working on vanilla. It really sounds like they're gonna skip. And look, if they wanted to do a classic WAD, at that point it doesn't feel like classic anymore though, right? Warlord Dreader is so far removed from this classic feel of World of Warcraft in general, I don't think you could call it a classic in any way, shape, or form. It just wouldn't work as a word, right? As a word itself, it just doesn't work at all. It's so far removed. So it just doesn't really work in my opinion. But yeah. Wait, just look classic content as vanilla, not gonna lie. Wait, I just look at classic. So when I think of classic, I don't necessarily think of like vanilla. I mean, when I say classic, I mean like just, I mean for them like they have classic mop. That's classic now. But yeah, I think it can definitely get really confusing though. Because one person may mean one thing is classic, another person may mean another thing is classic. Definitely confusing. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't even know. I would love to play Legion Classic. I just don't think it would do it because it's just not really classic either, right? I don't think of Legion as like, wow, it's whatever is closest to vanilla, I guess, yeah. I would say that anything closest to vanilla is classic by itself. Okay, and then we go Dougal Dan. But yeah, I don't really know if they could do anything past Mr. Pandaria Classic, to be honest. Warlords, only if, and even that would be our big stretch chat, only if they brought back any content they planned for Warlords but never could realize it, and give Warlords a full slew of content throughout its cycle. That's the only way that I could see that kind of working out, and even like mildly working. God, man, I did a lot of farming on this character. Ooh, we'll do our items though. Some of those are being added to collections. Probably never gotten some of those. Hell yeah. Iceberg Visage. Oh, this thing. Oh, that's a cool looking helm. Big fan. Wait, I never got that item added. Oh yeah. What does it get? This is tier. Well, that guy doesn't like destroy my tier pieces. Oh wait, this also? Okay, so that's added. Oh, it's BOEs, that's why. I think the rest of these things I could sell. And if anything to do for Classic, I do think that maybe should go back to like vanilla and do another season. If they did another season like Season of Discovery, what do you think they should do mechanically for it? Like, what would you want to see out of it, Jake? I definitely want like another like season where they have like those lower level raids, like level up raids, and segment the content. Like, first time around, reach level 20. The next one, reach level 30, 40, whatever it takes, right? And do like some kind of like a gem gear system. Kind of what they did with the, what is it, the abilities, runes. But I do hope that if they do runes, they don't just repeat like, you know, give shamans healing rain, give rogues phantom knives, right? Just give them brand new abilities that we've never had before, right? Some brand new mechanics. Titanforge Reforge mode. Didn't I make a video on the Titanforge Reforge mode? Oh, you mean like the one in for China? Oh yeah, I guess that could also do it. They could do that. I feel like they should do that. The mount. Dude, how is this mount not dropping for me? Chat, how many times have I run this place already? I feel like the mount should have dropped for me by now. I've ran this place way too many times for this mount to not drop at all. Like, what is happening? Why is this thing like the rarest thing in the world? Also, I didn't need to do that. I could have just ported. So I just jumped off the side, the edge for no reason. Alright, let's do 2 more Cigaris. That's another mount that I can go after. It looks sick. Yeah, let me be in Rathlich could run MC and BWL's current content. That would be cool though. That would be cool. Took me future tries for Infernal mounts. That is crazy. I definitely have, I feel like I've done more than 50 at this point. I could be wrong, but I think I've done more than 50. Alright. 2 more Cigaris, and I think I should have probably started flying there already. I wish there was like an area in here where I could mount, because then I'd be able to go through my mail and sell more stuff. Because I make it quite a decent bit of gold overall out of this, man. Like the amount of gold I made across all of my alts running all these old raids, I think it's actually like a couple of hundreds of thousands, I think, at this point. I've been pretty active with all this. Well, so the drop rate in Infernal is about 0.9. It does not feel like a 5% at all out of all the mounts, man. That one in particular feels super rare. Like really rare. Okay, so in this skeleton, then I should do Black Hand. I honestly should do Black Hand first and then do the Throne of the Four Winds, shouldn't I? Probably shouldn't even be here. Black Handed because it's at least a chance at a mount that I, you know, can't get from Remix. People the general blood DK can be OP. Make a survival hunter set. Blood DK, Shadowpan Dragon Gun. Wait, your Dragon Gun? Hold on, bro. It's a Dragon Gun, man. It's a Dragon Gun. I remember that thing was pretty strong back then. Okay, they don't have a Dragon Gun. Early on, Dragon Gun was real good. Blood boiling Dragon Gun. Come on, man. They don't have the gun. It scales with vengeance. It scales with a lot of things. I think it just scales with your stats. If you got a prog, Dragon Gun hits really hard. Yeah, dude, Dragon Gun was really good early on. You got it from a quest. Pretty sure. Or a scenario or something. I do remember in Pandaria, like, people that had Dragon Gun early on did some wacky damage. Although it wasn't like best in stop by the end of it. Justice Point Vendor. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. That's what it was. I knew that it wasn't like a dungeon drop. It was like, I thought it was a quest drop. That's funny though. Yeah, look at that. It's like better than your green trinket. Yeah, it does the 30,000 fire damage. It's huge. Amount. Alrighty, we go to Stormwind and we go to Throne of the Four Winds, and then we go to what's it called? The Foundry. We get those out of the way. I'm actually surprised. I've been doing so many of these dungeon runs or raid runs, chat. Is the goblin up? I mean, if the goblin is up, there's at least another chance that Tyro's charger. So I'll go and do it real quick. Our gun trick is to get quick proc. The gun is really good. Unfortunately, nobody has this place, this thing buffed up. We're only gonna get one goblin. Unfortunately. We're gonna get some Grave Warden set. Hell yeah. Oh wait, I got a ball of yarn. A Sanctum Cub. Hey, blue should be sold here. What the hell? Where's that from? Oh dear. Okay, I had no idea you could get a Sanctum Cub. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's all the dungeon runs. From, I forget what. What dungeon was that? It's the Stratham, I think? It says so blue and green. Soulbound. Oh, I gotta add Soulbound. Got it. Cool. Hello? Wait, what? Is this normal? Why did the tank just roll up next to me, just blow up? Hello? Is this normal? You know, I don't hang out in Stormwind that often, so I guess I've never really seen this, but, huh? I just had a tank pull up, stand there for a second, and then blow up. Did I do something? I've never seen that before. Literally never seen it. Also, what is this shield blocking target? Why is this so, like, inside out? What is happening? It's like dented on the inside. I've never seen that item before. I was gonna say for a second, watch me. It would be so good if I got the Tyrael's charger right then and there. That would have been insane. Then another 200, 400 DPS and just Blood Boil. Blood Boils are very, very good. Pretty sure they made it. There's like a glyph you can get where you don't need like dots with Blood Boil, or Blood Boil applies dots. One or the other. Or Blood Boil no longer consumes dots. I think, wasn't that like a mechanic for it? Or maybe you could Blood Boil whether you have dots or don't have dots. Didn't it used to have dot scaling? Let's take a look at Blood DK on PTR, and Blood DK definitely was like really hard hitter. Like surprisingly hard hitting of a spec. If you Blood Boil any targets that have dots, it put dots on everyone. Oh, okay. Yeah, but doesn't they also have like scaling based on dots too? I thought it had scaling based on dots as well, based on diseases you have on targets. You can get a talent where, or a glyph or something where it just did max scaling anyway. Alrighty. Okay, we got a second mount chat is the question. Also, I don't have raid tonight, so I'm just gonna be chilling after this. I'm gonna get my raid runs done, and then I don't have a raid or nothing. We're done with the, what is it? The Liberation of Undermine for the week. Although next week, I think we're going to try to do a full clear, just to get everybody last minute chances at gear. 12.5% damage increase per dot damage. Yeah, and I was pretty sure there was like a glyph that you can get. That basically you didn't have any more reliance off of that. Because one of those changes that a lot of people recommended for Pandaria, so when I did a video like highlighting some of the classes that you should probably pick up for Panda lands, it's Brewmaster and them are also really, really highly recommended. That made sense. Nope. Come on, Blizzard. Come on, man. Storm Shield it is. Alright, boys. Foundry next. Leveling Brew next. I don't know, man. What do you think is better designed? Pandaria Brewmaster or like the new Brewmaster that we'll play in 11.2? Because I kind of love the Brewmaster 11.2, I'm not gonna lie. That thing is fun. I ended up running around Koresh doing some open world stuff, and that thing is fun to play. And hands down? Okay, okay. Probably fair. Probably fair. You don't press breath in MOP either? But isn't like a basic ability? Isn't it a base ability that you don't want to press? The problem with that is though, is I guess like in, what is it? Retail, at least like breath is off to the side. It isn't necessary for the base core. It is a choice. And it's not even down the middle. Bad damage is just damage. Wait, it doesn't have a defensive value? Oh, that's weird. Never mind then. Okay, fair. Yeah, maybe that'll feel then similar to one another, but Panda probably has like more interactivity between like jab, tiger palm, blackout kicks. Minus Rose and Sun Kick, but you don't necessarily need it as a button. I really don't think Brewmaster of like retail needs a Rise and Sun Kick, to be honest. I actually think they should just allow Rise and Sun Kick damage to be baked into Blackout Kick. Or maybe like every other Blackout Kick, you also cast a Rise and Sun Kick that follows it automatically or something. I think stuff like that would be better. If you press it instead of a Blackout Kick, you don't gain Shuffle, and then you basically just fold over. If you press it instead of Blackout Kick, you don't get Shuffle. Rise and Sun Kick? Well, Rise and Sun Kick is there for damage, but also there's a self-heal component now with Verify. I mean, like if you press breath over Rise and, Blackout Kick. No, breath and mop. If you press breath instead of a Blackout Kick, you don't gain Shuffle, then you basically fold over. Oh, okay. Basically just want to be constantly gaining Shuffle. Got it. It's been a second, and also I didn't really play a lot of Brewmaster when mop was an expansion. I played Shaman. I played Mage a little. I played Warlock. I played Hunter. I played Rogue, obviously. Played a little bit of Druid. Didn't like Incarnation at all. I didn't really play a lot of Monk though. Because Brew's a parry, tank, and mop. Oh, is it actually? That's crazy. Then I guess between dodging and parrying, yeah, and stagger, they don't really have a lot of ways to mitigate damage. Although Windwalker or Mob does seem like a lot of fun. Nothing wrong with that, wasn't that bad. Mistweaver I also liked a lot too, like Fist Weaving and proper damage builds. I do like it. I think it's kind of neat. Mob Windwalker is so fun. Yeah, I do think Windwalker over the past few expansions definitely got butchered in terms of the original design for Pandaria. And I think they've kind of just stuck them in a hole where they just revolve around Stormwrath and Fire and Zuen now. And I feel like the spec did not necessarily need those elements to be good. But they kind of like kind of messed up their own like class in my opinion. Nothing. So what else can this character do actually? Can I port? I can do Battle for Dazar Lore, or not Dazar Lore. I can do King's Rest real quickly. They hit Pick and Legion. Shut the Peasants try to revert. I don't really remember Missip and monks from Legion. I do know that they were really good, but I don't remember what they were like. So I'm not gonna pretend like I know. But I do think ever since Pandaria, like Warlord General wasn't like a good version of him because they had to do this weird like jump roll, but they did that one roll where it was like that spinny roll that did damage. So they basically had to do this like jump roll mid-air to do full damage without moving, and I don't think that was good for them at all. Like that was a core mechanic, and Cheater Peter, yeah, I don't think it was a good core mechanic to have in the game at all. Because you had to basically like jank out your class to be able to do damage, and that's not good. That's not a good thing, in my opinion. But no, I don't think it's a good design. Not at all. Yeah. I don't remember how they were in Legion. I don't really remember how they were. I more or less remember some parts of like I think where they went wrong with it is it was fine as a spec that built up damage with that wasn't pet reliant, and it built up damage through the brew. I think they should just let you have like a base brew that started out not weak but also not strong either. Like the Tiger's Eye brew. I think they should have started like not strong but also not weak. But instead they kind of started out too weak in the opener, so you never really had an opener damage. You had damage that could follow up after. But like a ramp up playstyle, like we saw with Priest in Shadowlands, no Shadow, actually it was no BFA too. Priest and BFA, they had a bit of a ramp up and they were fine. And I feel like maybe that's what they should have done, is let monks have like a smaller burst in the opener, but then it ramps up and gets better as the fight progresses, because you're able to bank up more charges. I think there's nothing wrong with that, personally. But it feels really good to play with after the changes, yeah. After the changes they made for Pandaria, yeah. You know, with how many changes they made for Pandaria, for like monks and mechanics and things, I wonder if they're like trying to prove that, hey, we can make Pandaria better than it was. And you know how I said that I don't think it's possible for them to really realistically do a Warlord General Classic? Maybe they're trying to like prep a, hey, look how good we did with Pandaria. Don't worry guys, we'll do justice for Warlord General. I know it wasn't your favorite, but we can make it better. What if that is the whole shtick right now? Is to like try to make that better. Try to make Pandaria better than where it was. I mean, Pandaria was really fun, people still enjoyed it, but make it better. And then to set up an opportunity for them to have a door opening for Draenor. Be like, hey guys, we could totally make that better. Look at what we do Pandaria. Why aren't we dungeon testing on PTR? That is a good question. Should we just do dungeon testing? Look, we could do this. We could do this run, right? Finish out the run of King's Rest and then go do some dungeons. Whatever class you want to see. I've just been having, dude, the event is over in like a couple of days and I've been having a lot of fun with it, to be honest. Plus, I don't think there's a new build in PTR or anything, so it's not like there's anything new to test realistically. I love WAD, IDK shit, but I still loved it. Yep. I just don't know what there was to like outside of like, people like the raid designs, but it's like, yeah, but like some raid fights were kind of okay. Like maybe a slightly above average, but the rest of the content, there was just nothing. You know, what else was there to do? Go out in open world, or you could just send your garrison and get rewards. You know what I mean? I was mythic rating 4 characters, probably that's what I liked about it. Yeah, I think the only people that really enjoyed that expansion was people that like mythic rated. Because there was nothing else to really do outside of that. Ashran was called Trashran for a reason. PvP was all kinds of janked out, and there's not a lot of like class changes for PvP. Not a lot of ones that people really wanted. You could maybe call it like somewhat serviceable, but that's not necessarily what you want out of a game, right? You want content to be good, not somewhat serviceable. Open world was kind of dead. I guess you could go farm rep and 10 and jungle whenever that came out, but I don't know. Ashran was fun at the start. So Ashran was okay at the start. It was like, it has potential. You know, just constantly happening world PvP. Maybe that'll be kind of like, you know, I think we're trying to like capture the whole point of, oh, remember old school Ultrek Valley guys? So those battles they lasted for ages and ages and ages. You can just pop in and out and fight. Except they never really did anything more than that, and it never really felt epic. There was like some games were a bit of a tug of war, but a lot of the times you would have one faction push, kill the leader, then you have to wait until leaders respawn, and then that's it. And you would have one faction that wins, then you wait like 15 minutes for respawn, then you have the other faction walk in and win. And it was just not that great. Was there some fun with world PvP? Yeah, for like, you could have fun with it for like maybe a day, if not a week. And I remember doing a video of like Warlords of General PvP and Ashran, just doing DFA dumps on people as an outlaw rogue. It was fun for like a small bit. But from there on, it was just like, it felt like a fusion of PvE and PvP content that just wasn't really all that compelling. That's the problem. Combat rogue. Sorry, combat rogue. Yeah, combat rogue. I do think Combat Rogue in WoD was pretty strong. It wasn't well designed, but like we had Shadow Clone, we had a 12-second stun, which is nerfed pretty quickly. Master was a stat you actually could invest into because you can get a lot of it from enchants. And Master was like, you increased your chances to get an extra attack every time you attacked, and it did respectable damage, so you actually wanted it to do it. So Master gave you like a ton of sustained damage. Spec itself actually had burst with the DFA tier set window. Oh, the tier sets too were pretty ass for some spec, because Subtlety had the one where you had to press feint to give yourself versatility. It was so lame. And Subtlety was designed around multi-strike over like mastery, which was like, okay, I guess you could put like a bleed on people and that can multi-strike sometimes. Woo! And you can press feint and get versatility, but you want to press feint, what is it, offensively? Defensively? While the other specs could just like vanish and crit. It was like, whoever was like making changes for subtlety, I don't think they really understood this spec at all. It was like, I just want to hit hard, but like, all I can do is feint. You literally didn't even run the force side either. Roll the bones? Warlords generally do not have roll the bones. Unless you mean like roll the bones ruin combat, out combat rogue. I don't think roll the bones is that bad of an ability, honestly. I like outlaw in its current state. I don't think roll the bones ruined the spec. Because prior to that, you just have what, slice and dice and nothing really interesting. I like the whole pistols and guns and roll the bones as a mechanic. How you can control the dice and buff yourself up. Yeah, I don't necessarily hate it. Like combat rogue, it was kind of one note. Outlaw work has a lot more going on because you get grapple hook, you get things like that. Robo's a bullshit button. You just press it and you get buffs. That's all you do. It's like not really difficult to play with. You press it, you get buffs, and you can get a bunch of buffs while you play the class. Like as you build comp points and spend them. And then you could do cool things like when you have a bunch of buffs, you could just like lock them in and extend them for 30 seconds. One buff feels like shit. With the way that Outlaw Rogue is designed right now, I would be surprised if you're sitting there and just sitting on one buff the entire time. Because not only do you have count the odds where sinister striking, ambushing, or in dispatching has like a chance to 50% chance to give you a buff you don't already have, so you're always rolling another extra buff passively. But you also have other talents right now with the current tier set and the talents we pick, where you roll the bones, you have like a 60% chance to roll a 2 buff and a 20% chance to roll a 5 buff. Your chance of rolling a 1 buff is like 20%. Outside of count the odds also granting you more buffs on top of it. So like the chance of you getting a 1 buff is like low. And in the next patch, we're going to go back to a talent that allows you to get a guaranteed 2 buffs minimum. Plus we're playing Fate Bound, so you always can get a drone rush with short enough cooldown where you'll always have a 2 buff minimum. Yeah, I've had a full M+ dungeon, never had a 5 buff, it's just RNG BS. With the current tier set and stuff, I would be very surprised. Your chance of 1 buff is lower than a 2 buff. Hell, your chance of a 1 buff is lower than a 5 buff. Like, you have like 86 or some % chance to get more than 1 buff, and like 18 or something. Somewhere was 86, like a, what is that, 14? Like around a 14 if not 16, so maybe like 86 to 82 2 buff or higher, and like between 14 to 16, 18 to roll a 1 buff. Like you actually have such low chances to roll a 1 buff. I'll be very surprised if you went through an entire dungeon with a 1 buff. very surprised, because that's like the chances for that are really low, to be honest. I've had full M+ dungeons, never land a 5. Yeah, I would be very surprised, man. I'd be very surprised without having a 5 buff, not the 1 buff. Even the 5 buff is like, 5 buff is a higher chance than a 1 buff. Yeah, I'd be surprised by that, man. Yeah, because you could also use keep it rolling to like extend the buffs that you have, and you could fish random buffs from keep it rolling, so I'd give you a 5 buff. And you can extend them by 30 seconds, so it's a guaranteed 5 buff for at least 30 seconds. Without having a shorter cooldown, yeah, I would be very surprised. I mean, maybe it was just like that one run that's super unlucky, but statistically, that should not be happening. Statistically, that should not be happening. Yeah, it's been a while since we've really been like sitting in like one buff or like not really getting a lot of 5 buffs. Right now I feel like we're basically sitting in 5 buff constantly. Because the way that this spec is designed is like you want to roll often, and every time you roll you have a really high chance to get a 5. Or you could just build into a 5 and lock it in with keep. I have like a 60-70% buff uptime on all buffs. Yeah, like your buff uptime should be naturally really high unless you're doing like something wrong. Like just the natural way that you play the spec now, it's like the RNG is in your favor so heavily. It's kind of crazy. Progressive was saying it's good to be KR Trickster without HO, which feels terrible. You mean go into the next tier? Well, you don't necessarily, like HO is fine for the current tier, but it's not really necessary. And telling you right now, somebody who tested out KR in the raids, it feels fine. Whether you're playing like the Trickster or whether you're playing the Fatebound, which looks like it's gonna be, we're gonna be playing Fatebound next year. HO feels good, yeah, next year. So the tuning isn't final by any measure. Right now, the only thing that really did that made HO worse is give Killing Spree a much longer cooldown. But it's a big but here. If they were to tune the damage of Killing Spree, that or just tune the damage of ambushes, they could make HO really good. Like right now, the only thing they've done so far is make tune Discord, or not Discord, OBS. Hello. Okay, it's not able to pick up PTR. I'm gonna try to see if I can restart it again. I think if they tuned it, they could be fine. But now the difference is, what is the difference? Do they even have updated sims? Solo or Guy, whoever does the updated sims. They have this build hotfix. They have the PTR nodes for tier. They have the cancel. Yeah, they don't have any other sims. There's some really early ones. They have the one for HO Trickster. That's really about it. HO Trickster 1 target. HO override cooldown to 90 seconds. Simple ST profile. But it's only comparing fate bounds. They have Trickster. Oh, they also have old numbers for KR Trickster, but they don't have HO KR, do they? It only prefers KR at the moment. Oh, I guess, yeah, there is a Fatebound KR and Fatebound HO, but Fatebound never went HO. Not too far from Trickster. But that's AoE sims, isn't it? Yeah, D-size, so that's AoE. Hard to tell. Sim feels most well put together overall, I think. I think Assassination is another spec that probably needed a bit of a rework in 11.2. Subtlety as well. I don't know, because Assassination didn't change at all. Like, not once. That needs help too. Just go talk to Whisper, and he'll say, yeah, it needs some help too. They've done some weird tuning stuff on it recently. Like Crimson, and making a more Envenom build, Envenom bots. Which is going to be fine, but it's not good long term. It's just not good. Objectively not good. Blood Deacon needs help. I probably do need a bit of a rework, yeah. Deathstalker is shit to play. He says Deathstalker is shit to play. I mean, when you play Deathstalker, it isn't really super interesting. Well, did he say it's shit to play? I don't think he said that. That's not really interesting. Yeah, like what do you like with Deathstalker? The thing is, you don't really do anything special. You just build comp points, spend them. You can't switch targets easily, but that's because partially Deathstalker, but also partially because of bleeds. Assassination being bleed heavy with Rupture and Garrote already makes it less good for target switching. Not Deathstalker. That Deathstalker is not going to be the biggest like issue. It does make the issue worse because now you have this mark, and if you need to switch targets, you gotta find a way to transfer the mark, but you can't without vanishing. So unless they give him like an easy way to did I crash instantly while loading in? Bro, Blizzard, I crashed instantly while loading in. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, no, Deathstalker is not really the biggest issue. Deathstalker does feel kind of boring though to play. Like, it's fine for the capstone, but like the Teamster doesn't do anything for you. It just makes everything hit a little harder. But like, it doesn't make things more interesting or satisfying. Unless you just find like base assassination, because Deathstalker doesn't really do anything for assassination, just makes the base assassination stronger without necessarily changing anything. Fatebound, I thought Fatebound would be really cool, but it has baggage is the problem. It doesn't have like any AoE scaling. It actually loses damage if you're hitting targets in AoE. They should have let the coin cleave things. Oh yeah, I am crashing. Look at that. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try to see hop on another character. Maybe that one rogue that I have is bugging. Maybe my main rogue is bugging. But yeah, Fatebound was never good to begin with, outside of like PvP, where you can kind of sort of make it work. Like, just being honest, it just didn't really work from the get-go. Some players thought like, okay, maybe you could pick it up, like if you have a hard time with Deathstalker, like if you can't play Capstone, but like Capstone isn't that difficult either. OBS? Okay, OBS doesn't want to pick up WoW again. I'm gonna try this one more time. One more time, otherwise I'm gonna go on a different character. Is PTR cooked right now, chat? Is PTR cooked? PTR might be cooked. We'll try it again. Yeah, I like the whole Fatebound cooldown reduction thing though. I think ideally on paper it sounds awesome. Like really cool and kind of compelling. The problem is it just doesn't do any damage. Like if it has numbers behind it, then maybe, but it also has issues of scaling. Like the more enemies you have around you, coin just does less damage. And it's like, why? At least with Outlaw, I think coin can Blade Flurry. So at least it has some AoE scaling to it. Or something along those lines, I think. Point can Blade Flurry. But I'm not a guaranteed on that. PTR's cook. Is it like that on every character? I'm gonna try a different character. It is cooked. I chose Zuluza as well and crashed. Okay, I'll try one more character. I didn't even think about what happens if PTR is cooked. We didn't even get a new build or anything, I don't think. I'm gonna try doing this. I'm gonna try making a new rogue character. Copy a new rogue, see what happens. If OBS ever picks it up. OBS! Okay, OBS is having a hard time picking it up as well. So I think maybe Blizzard did something. Maybe they pushed a hotfix and it broke PTR. Who knows, honestly. I think Rogue was a little lower. Here we go. Wait, I got a crash that says not enough memory.
Stop.
Huh? What do you mean not enough memory? What happened? Huh? Is it my PC that's cooked or is it PTR? Hold on, Jake. Is it giving you the same errors? What is happening? I don't think I've ever gotten a not enough memory. What? It's like crashing super hard. Loading, trying to try again. I don't think I've ever gotten not enough memory bug or crash or whatever. Here we go. Try Dalaran. Memory could not be read. Oh, okay. Weird. Is that what it says for me? Yeah, so it might be someone with Blizz at that point. Might be someone with PTR. Let me see if anybody else is having this issue. That's unfortunate. What the hell? Ghost of Koresh PTR. Access violation memory could not be read, yeah. But apparently it got locked. Oh, yeah, PTR. Funny thing is, yeah, memory issues now suddenly. So it got locked and merged into this. I let hours and open AFK and work and just check seem to be fixed. I'm glad. Dementia is consuming your RAM. Also having issues. So this is people having issues today. Wait, the game is requesting 300. Wait, 300 million. No, 300 billion bytes of memory. Or 385 gigabytes of RAM. Wait, they messed something with the game and the game is requesting 300 gigs of RAM. The game is requesting for some reason 300 gigs of RAM. What? Okay, the game is cooked. There's nobody out here that can use that much mem. Yeah, requested 306 gigabytes of memory. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's cooked. It's cooked. They did something wrong with it. I think they pushed some kind of a hot fix. Yeah, same issue, 300 being accessed. Worked and deleted my character but they could not log in. Yeah. Yeah, I think they did something with a recent build. They did update the 11.17 PT, or 11.0, like, what is it called? Yeah, they did update 11.17 PTR recently. And I think that probably bled someone into 11.2 PTR. Bro. Okay, I'm asking for 306 gigs of memory. That is so funny. Yeah, Dementia is actually eating people's RAM. That is hilarious. Okay. Cool, so apparently this started 4 hours ago, so something happened with today's build. Maybe they tried to push a build and it just went buggy. Yeah. Okay. Well, there it is, man. Alright. Diablo memory leak and war requesting. Bro, I did see the Diablo memory leak thing. Yeah, it's kind of lame. The fact that you just have to restart the game every, what, like 30 minutes or an hour? Kind of BS, honestly. Because I noticed, like, over time the game, like, start to chug. And I'm like, what is happening? And I noticed it's just eating up my memory. I'm like, I have a good PC, too. And I'm like, what the hell? Why is it eating so much? And then I decided to open it and monitor it. I looked into it and said, apparently it's eating up memory. So I decided to open it up and monitor it. So the game settings are pretty low-ish. Like what people recommended or whatever. And then it's like, I'm watching it just eat more over time if it's so hungry. I don't know what happened, dude. But PTR is cooked for the day. Damn. Oh, that's so funny. That's actually hilarious. I don't know how they cook PTR this hard. Hopefully they'll push out a build or something later tonight. So it's at least like testable or something. But yeah, Wes, where are you? Wes is out here like, yo, I thought we were going to be testing PTR today. Nah, brother. We ain't doing that. Chat. Let's do like 2 more runs of mounts and I'll call it there. I got another mage that I can hop on. Since PTR is cooked anyway. Can't even play it. So might as well go do something. But yeah. I almost got Jake, how much Paragon level would you say I need to have to realistically be able to just like do everything in Torment 4? You say like I need 250? Also, D4 runs like shit to me. Good to know. Yeah, apparently that started like 7 days ago or something. Or 7 days ago, there was an article on Icy Veins about it. But yeah, apparently Diablo 150, 200. So I'm like at 120 or so. Okay, so I'll try to go for 200. But yeah, it is pretty bad. Wait, this guy actually did a bunch of stuff already. I need another character. I think yesterday we did my hunter. I could do Dalchi. You can get like 150 and probably just 70 for very calm. Really? Okay. Yeah, I mostly need to upgrade all the rest of my gear to like highest ranks. That's just to be comfortable that you can jump in whenever you want to. Yeah, I am trying to get into like a comfy zone. Because I'm noticing a bit of a jump between tier 2 and tier 3. Where I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to die. Again and again and again and again. Not again. I'm over exaggerating. Okay, so oh man, I know I should probably do all the Legion mount farms, but I feel like I've done them so much. I just want to do something that's quick and snappy. So let's do a quick run in Blackrock Foundry and then do Throne of 4 Winds, and then maybe do go dance some more. The Fort Horde is really good if you haven't seen Wave Clear. I wouldn't describe the well, I guess it is pretty good AoE clear. I wouldn't say that the Hydra build of Zorik is insane or anything. At least I don't feel like it is. Compared to like this wave thing that I saw a Necro do. I forgot how long ago. I think it was when other season that I played. There was a dude that just tried to do like a massive wave that cleared everything, and the wave came back and just destroyed the world. I might jump on tonight, Sudden Burnout Classic. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna jump on, and I've been just trying to work on like the chapters for the season. I don't know when that's going to go away, but I've been trying just to progress to it little by little. I think I have a pretty good gear set up, but I definitely need my mythic uniques in order to really finalize this build. I am pretty happy that I got all my ancestrals, at least all the ones that I need, and they're pretty decent too. Rolled fairly high-ish stats on them. Character 20 for the build that I have perfect set now. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to just do a roll the Paragon levels and just farm it up for a while tonight. That's probably what I'm gonna do, and then see if I can go into what is it, tier 3. See if I can be comfortable there. But first I'm going to see if the PTR is going to be fixed tonight. See if they end up fixing it at all. I was planning on doing some more PTR video stuff, but I don't think I'll be able to tonight if it's going to be like this cooked. Do I not have that? I do have that. I do that jumpy thing that monks do. Wait, let me switch the build on this guy. Hold on. Dave. I think it was a normal Dave build. I think I had this here. Let me check a palm. There we go. Let's group in different mob silence for hours. Yeah. That sounds really good. Mount, please. No. Alright, we're hard back. We go throw on the 4 winds, and then we then can heart to Dalaran. Unless this guy's scuffed, and then I might not be able to heart Dalaran easily. Hold on, do I have a heart set up on the Dalaran? Actually, I don't even need to do that. I can just go to Nighthold. Wait a second. Hold on, let me try to see if heart Dalaran... No, it's not unlocked. Okay, let's unlock it real quickly. Broken Shore. At least the Broken Shore intro you can get pretty regularly from the table. Or the board. And you could do Skippy.
Need help? Light bless you.
Beautiful. It's so weird that you have to do all these, like, jump through all these hoops just to be able to get to places you need to go. So like Legion Dalaran, you have to do all that. Not a fan of that song. I probably should rethink like how you unlock some of those things though. Actually, I gotta go back to the top of the list. What are the other songs that I had earlier? Alright, so we only got one mount, right? Super unlucky. But at least Necrotic Wake is completely out of options for us. No need to go back there again. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, all the other mounts that are left for this event, all of them come down to weekly reset. So however many ults and characters I could throw at it, this is like my last chance. I can't just like speed farm them anymore. Unfortunately. Like this place, it's in a weekly lockout. The Mythic King's Rest, pretty sure that's also in a weekly lockout. And Tomb of Sagara's Gul'dan, all that is also weekly lockout, but at least I have like a couple of versions of it, like normal, heroic, mythic. If it's LFR for Tomb. Let me cook chat. I might not be able to finish out the event. Wait, explosive kick really takes that long to fly? That is hilarious.
I am out of range. Too far away.
Alrighty. Come on, Alec here. You can do it. You can give me the mount, man. This could be over, guy. I didn't even touch a death him. No, just merely auto attacked him for a bunch. Nothing. Alright, Gul'dan it is. Gul'dan it is, boys. I just have to do it to him. I decided to do Gul'dan. I also want to try Tomb of Sagara really quickly in LFR since I'm here.
Greetings. For the Alliance.
I'm actually surprised it didn't put me on a lockout yet. We've been just spamming running dungeons and raids and all that. I'm actually would have expected the game to put me on a lockout by now.
Quickly! Post our ranks! Leave none!
What is it, like 10 instances in an hour? I feel like I've done way more than that. Unless I like listen to restrictions for some of these.
You understood my use of the knowledge table.
We should enroll here.
I sealed each level of this temple so that no one bees food
I love that about Monk, how you could just roll like a cannonball off the side and just go propelling yourself. And then you could do that double jump thing with the dash. I really like that they added that mechanic in general to Monks. It feels really good to play with. Mount? No. Okay, Gul'dan, it is. Gul'dan and clear this character's inventory, because I'm pretty sure I have like 1 billion items in there. Let's do this, chat, because I am getting very, very hungry. Let's go do one more run of Gul'dan. Make it a mythic Gul'dan run. Just for like the faster run. Ready to go, cause before I crash out some idiots? What's happening, man? What are you crashing out at? What are you crashing over? Is it just dungeons? Spamming dungeons? Got up our monitor. Nobody's clicking the stupid bodies. And they'll just sit here while the mobs are dying. But shut up in monastery, nobody's clicking the bot. Oh, yeah, that mechanic. Yeah, I agree with you. That is super annoying. Don't disagree with you at all. You know, honestly, a valid crash out in my opinion. Actually, a very valid crash out. Valid cup already? Hell yeah. But no, I do hate that when nobody's clicking the bodies. Valid crash out in my opinion. No joke either. Valid and real.
I need to target something first.
That is very annoying though. It's just a mechanic that I think not a lot of people connect to, right? It's like there's a tether to the Shadowpan spirits or whatever, and when you get them low, they're not dying. People just keep hitting them. Nobody pays attention. Nobody looks. Then again, the game doesn't really spell it out either. Imagine you have like a lot of like casual landies that never played MOP or playing it for the first time, so they have no idea. It's essentially just playing like you're playing the game and you're basically almost having to teach new players these old ass mechanics in a way. I think it's what it really comes down to at the end. Because imagine that anybody that played MOP is probably also playing MOP, but I'm also assuming that a lot of people that never played MOP are also diving into it for the first time. But no, that part definitely did suck back in like Remix too. And I'll just keep having taunts turned on the pets. Yeah. Then turn them off. Yeah. It's a lot of people that never really played the game that much. So honestly, I'm not surprised. It sucks that that's an experience some people are gonna have, but it's gonna be like a lot of that, like, you know, it's gonna be a little bit of growing pains for sure. Nothing you can really do about it. A lot of new people coming back, you know. So happy that I could send someone to fly over 85. Oh, that's cool. So like to your ult or whatever. But you didn't have to purchase the actual like riding for all of yours. I guess leveling future ults is gonna be easier with flying them. Yeah, treasure circle in a moment. Yeah. I guess one of the advantages if they ever did end up doing Warlord Generous Classic, you could literally level to max level just by farming treasures. I do remember that being like a valid leveling strategy. Just go treasure hunting. It's actually valid and good. Just prefer it's all big. W. Yeah, honestly. They're definitely not terrible.
I am out of range.
Wait, mechanics? I forgot about that. Bonzo fell. That's hilarious.
I am out of range.
What's your character came in fast flying, so I don't have to drop 10k on 310 speed. Really? Wait, that's actually really good then. That's really good. Alrighty, boys. Final chance at a mount, and I'm gonna get some food. I got some light chores also I gotta do. Some cleanup and whatever. Come on, Blizzard. Nope. Nope. Might hop on this guy later. Just gonna do a quick little dive. I'll come back with this guy afterwards. I think parking him outside of the raid is not a bad idea. Yeah, it's all good. At least we got one Mount Barrel, right? Yesterday we didn't get any. Today we got Marrowfang. So then at least I have like an army of walls to farm through this. So at least I have a chance to get the green mount or the snake mount or the, what is it, the dungeon mount. But I'll come back to those guys later. Boys, thanks so much for popping in, man. Tomorrow is a day off for me, and then we're back for Duels Friday. This time I'm going to make sure I don't miss out Duels at all. I'm going to go get some food, get some rest, take care of a couple items. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully they'll get PTR up and running later tonight and or tomorrow. But yo, thank you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks for joining. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Good luck with the mount farms, man. Hopefully all of you guys get the mounts you're looking for before the end of this event. Also finish out Diablo event, because that's also going to be going away with the Collector's Bound team. Yeah. You guys have a good one. Peace.